Ever feel like a misfit? Everything inside you is dark and twisted. Oh, but it's okay to be different, 'cause baby, so am I. Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a VeVe, OMI, Definity, DEVVE update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. Or not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, and subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon, smashing that super thanks button down below. I forget the rest of that. Sorry, it's been a couple of days since I've been here. Got to let me get back into the swing of things. We have a couple of new announcements here just for the podcast in general. Let me get this. I will be VeVe Vibesman. Vibesman has a podcast that he is starting to put on. I will be a guest on that. I'm going to go on that tomorrow. I think it's just audio. I don't know if he is going to do it live or if we talk for a while and then he edits it and does whatever and release it over like the next week or so. Then there's a guy named Bleeves, BLEEV. He's called Bleeves Crypto. He's got 23,000 followers over on X. He also has a YouTube channel. His YouTube channel, he's got 35, almost 36,000 followers over on the YouTube channel. He'll be coming on the podcast on Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll be going live tomorrow again at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The reason I'm going live at 6 today is because I haven't been here for a couple of days. I appreciate all of the messages. I appreciate everything that y'all have been reaching out to me. Apologies that I haven't been able to get back to everyone. Been a crazy couple of days. However, this was payment. This was how I was able to get up to originally 220 million OMI. Now I'm up to 227. I think by the end of February, happy February. By the end of February, I'll be able to get up to maybe 230. I'll keep you all posted. We are going to get to DEVVE and Definity. I'm just keeping it. All right. So on Wednesday, so for those of you that don't know, Wednesday's going to be a big day. I've talked about Aliens vs. Avengers #1 as one of the greatest comic books I've read in the past decade. It's from Marvel. It's Jonathan Hickman. He's one of the most incredible comic book writers I think ever. And Aliens vs. Avengers #1 was so good. Aliens vs. Avengers #2 was good. Not as good as the first one. It was good. Gave us more of the story. Very excited. Aliens vs. Avengers #3 comes out on Wednesday at 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time over on VeVe Comics. Hella pumped for that. And that's also going to be later in that day. That is Disney's quarterly earnings. Disney's quarterly earnings. We've been waiting for so long for them to mention VeVe in any shape, way, or form as a line item number, forward-looking statements, whatever you want to call it. And I believe at some point we will get that. We will get a mention. We haven't gotten it yet, and we might not get it on Wednesday. But I believe that with each new quarter, with each new passing quarter, the chances to be mentioned on a Disney quarterly earnings report does become greater. Maybe Wednesday's that day. I'm not sure. Then Thursday begins MegaCon, I believe. So Wednesday will be the OMI is My Homie channel. That is going to be, so Wednesday's a big day. So we have the Aliens vs. Avengers at 3 in the morning. We have the Disney quarterly report, 9 or 10 maybe. And then at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it's going to be the OMI is My Homie show. Then MegaCon starts on Thursday. Shout out to VeVe Magic doing the Lord's work for helping to put that on. So let me check to see here if that job is still available as events coordinator, and it still is. Maybe there is somebody that knows the VeVe community better than VeVe Magic. Maybe there's somebody that knows Disney and Disney related stuff better than VeVe Magic, and maybe there's somebody that is willing to do that for what VeVe Magic is willing to do that for, and maybe that 1 in a billion person is out there, and maybe they'll be willing to do that for VeVe. I think they should just stop wasting their time. Like, bro, just give her that job. She's the best suited for that job for many reasons, because she knows the team, warts and all, inside and out, and she's probably, again, what I think is the best person for that job. I would say stop allocating resources, trying to find somebody else. I think she'd be perfect. Anyway, shout out to her for being able to try to put something like that on. It's going to be unofficial. I don't, or maybe unofficially, officially. I don't know. I don't think they're actually going to officially be there with any of the other staff. But she's putting something on over there. She's helped put a bunch of stuff on everywhere. I don't know if we'll have any MegaCon specific drops if they won't officially be there. I'm not too sure. and that's going to be this week. And then the Super Bowl, a week from today is the Super Bowl. I'll try to go live before then. I might go live afterwards. I don't know. I will be on Carl Choi's stream at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That will be on the 11th. The 12th is the OMI is My Homie show again. And then on the 13th, not only do we have the last part of the Cobra Kai series finale, but we also have Greg Schultz, who's President Biden's former campaign manager. He'll be coming on the podcast as well. And then the 14th is Valentine's Day. So I might have to take off that day too. Anyway, that is the news for upcoming Chavez streams. Let's go over some of the news we have here. Something that I don't know how much they made from this. Let's go to the Year of the Snake draw. I don't think they made that much, but let's go to that real quick. I promise we will go over Definity and DEVVE as well, but I missed a couple of things. So Lunar Art, Year of the Snake, you have the common and the secret rare. That's fine. That is 5,888 editions, meaning probably 59.98. So there was about 1,020. Oh no, there's about 1,100. So 1,100 that were sold there, and then the secret rare. We're gonna go out. We're gonna do some math here again. So 588, which I'm gonna guess means like 533. So this would be about 90 equals times 6. They made 70. I don't know how much it cost. But one, I probably shouldn't even say this because I love these. I have every single Lunar New Year part of the Chinese zodiac stamp because I love that. I have horse tattoo. I have horse tattooed on my arm, so clearly I'm a big fan, and I collect all of these. And the reason why I do is because, again, I love the Chinese zodiac. I love that story. Please, for the love of all that is holy, can we get Fruits Basket? Can we get Furuba? Can we get any shoujo manga on the app? I think that'd be great. But this made like $7,100. Now, I don't know how much they go in and say, let's say it's weighted and they say, okay, as far as how much it matters, if we do 100% here, how it does on the initial drop matters maybe 95%, and the secondary market is 5%. I'm imagining that's going to be a different ratio for each drop. Because if something sells out and it makes, like $30,000, maybe that only accounts for 60% of how much it matters. And then, 40% is like, well, now we're going to get the rest of those like for life. Like, how much do we get for golden moments? For golden moments, let's just do Walt, right? What was that? 4,300. So let's say 33, right? How many Walts are there? I think it was 4333, but let's just do this here. If we go to partner statue. Oh God. All right. I also did not get the new update. The other people got a new update. I did not. So if you have Apple, you have a new update. Let me know how it is. How it's living in like 2032 in the future there. 1,200 here for the. No, I don't want to buy it. Oh no, don't want to buy it. Don't want to buy it. I just want to know the partner statue, how many there are. I'm pretty sure it's 4333. I'm brain derping. I had a very long couple of days with not a lot of sleep. So let's do this. 4333 minus what, the 90, and then you have times by 333. So that made 1.4 million on that drop because that's how much it sold for. But I think that how much it made on the initial drop, I don't want to say it's insignificant because 1.4 million is 1.4 million. But I think the significance of what it made on the initial drop pales in comparison to one, what it means, and two, the secondary market. One, I don't know how much they would have had to pay or whatever. Like out of that 1.4 million that they cleared in like 2 seconds. Even if they made nothing on that drop and they say, Disney, you'll get all the money up front. We'll just give it to you. They're able to say they have the first appearance of Mickey Mouse and Walt Disney over on the blockchain, on the VeVe app. So they have those bragging rights forever. And then they also have the secondary market. How many times has that gone like back and forth between people? And let's just say, let's use one sale at 50,000, right? And 0.06, because Disney gets it. That's damn. So they were getting like, well, that was Disney getting the 3K, but 0.25. So every time it sold for 50K, they were getting an extra 1250. VeVe was. Now, obviously, most of the time it did not sell for that. Let's say most of the time it sold for like 10K. And obviously that is only $250 each time. But the significance and importance of that over the long term, that they'll obviously make more in the secondary market than they would have in the first one. I think for something like partners, how much it makes is pretty insignificant compared to the long-term vision. But when you have something like Year of the Snake, which again, I love, you make $7,100 on the front end, and maybe their point of view is, well, it's not really how much that we make on it, it's just the fact that we get it out there. And again, secondary market, when it picks up, there will be people that maybe they'll sell out eventually. Which now, and we'll get to the Marvel burning, all that stuff, which is fantastic. If you see I'm just going to use this as an example. Let's just say like Fig Pin. And even though I think every Fig Pin that we've had, like they sold out, so there's no reason for them to do this or complain, but let's just use Fig Pin as an example. What's up, Dan Williams? How's it going? I'm going to say that if, let's say Fig Pin said like, hey, you don't want to burn any of our product. If you burn any of our product that's unsold in the store, that means we get less money. It's like that one episode of Jimmy Neutron where he goes back in time and Q is in he's like a businessman in this time because Jimmy was never born and now he's like super successful. So weird how kids anyway, so he's super successful in this timeline and he's on the phone. He's like, well, if I give him some of my money, then I have less. And I feel like, and it could be any license or whatever. It could be like, well, if you burn the product, we can never sell it. And then you're taking money out of my pocket. I'm going to have less money. Okay, fair point, fair argument. You're banking on that somebody someday will come on the app and they'll find your stuff in the store and they'll buy it. I understand hanging on to that dream. But then you have someone like Marvel, and they're saying, you know what? No, let's do this. Marvel is like, look, they're obsessed with you. Marvel loves VeVe. And this is why I get so much more OMI. This is why I get so much more this is why I love the freaking app. This is why I love the company. This is why I'm confident that it'll make me a deca-millionaire. So if Marvel goes in and they start to do it, and VeVe's like, hey, we would love to work with you, no-name licensor. We would love to do more drops for you, but you're not making our lives easier. You're making our lives harder by giving us pushback on the stuff that we want to do, on the stuff that our community wants us to do, and you're not letting us do it. So we're not gonna punish you, but we're going to bless Marvel. And we're going to go in and say that, hey, Marvel, you're letting us do this, so we'll afford you more drops on our websites, making more money. So now what they can do is they can go to the United States Postal Service. They can go to any of the drops that we've done like in the past year that haven't sold out, which is most of them. And they can say like, hey, Marvel's letting us do this. And they can now go to these with this new burn intel and say like, Marvel's doing it. There's no reason that you shouldn't be doing it. If you want to get in our good graces, if you want us to do more drops, if you want us to give you access to our community's pocketbooks, you're going to have to let us do what Marvel's letting us do. So this is perfect. It's going to start with Marvel, and I feel like that's going to snowball into everything. And again, we'll get more on that later. So that was the Year of the Snake. But that wasn't the only drop that we had. We had another Year of the Snake drop with the New Zealand stamp art, if it'll load here. And these little guys, I never really collected those. However, there's a major update to the comics. In the New Zealand postal art here, you also have one of my very favorite things is the Year of the Snake medallion. Now, the Year of the Dragon medallion It's that wicked cool like silver coin with a dragon. It's like red and yellow on it. Awesome. I have one. It's great. It's beautiful. I should get two. I have one. That's enough for now. Now, when I knew that they were coming out with Year of the Snake Medallion, I was like, yes, yes, yes. Okay, what do I need to do to get it? So I read through everything. Okay, 888 editions, ultra rare. Okay, it's pretty fairly scarce. And okay, list price $6. Now to be eligible for the craft of the Year of the Snake Medallion, I was like, oh, you're gonna have to have the full set. I hope we're not gonna have to have the full set. But they don't say that. And give us a break on that. They say you don't need to have the full set, but you will need to hold the $7.20 Singing in the New Year stamp digital collectible from the New Zealand Post Stamp Art 2025. Okay, cool. We don't need to hold the whole set. All we need to do is have the ultra rare. That's great. Now, do we have to have it from the drop or the market? Let's read further. No digital collectibles will be burned during the crafting process. That's awesome. Only store purchase digital collectibles are eligible. Oh, hold on a second. Hold on a second. This was edited because I've had multiple, and I was angry myself, but I also had this conversation with multiple people where they did not have that in there a few days ago. So they always had the no digital collectibles will be burned during the crafting process, but they did not have only store purchase digital collectibles are eligible. Actually, let me. When did that drop? That dropped on the. Had dropped a couple days ago. So I think I have the screenshot of this. I brought receipts. So it dropped on the 31st. And the heck was the 31st? Okay, that was Friday. Oh shoot! No, I'm an idiot. No digital collectibles will be burned during the crafting process, and only store purchase digital collectibles are eligible. Okay, guys, maybe. Am I experiencing a Mandela effect here? Because I had multiple people message me, and another conversation with someone that they didn't message me. We just talked in person. I think two people about that, and they're like, "Yeah, they didn't say you needed to be you need to have it purchased from the store, but now they did." All right, I am completely mistaken here. That was one of the follies that I was talking about, but apparently I am wrong. I have no issue in saying that. I thought that was left out. Apparently it wasn't. Again, this is so there's a screenshot. It says you can only select store purchased editions. And then that next screenshot, oh, that was Trump. It wasn't a dirty picture of Trump. It was just normal Trump's crypto wallet. I remember taking a screenshot because I was so salty that it wasn't in the article. But now it is. And again, maybe I'm tripping. Again, I have not had a lot of sleep these last 4 days. So maybe it was that. But again, in the screenshot that I took that day, it says only store purchase digital collectibles are eligible. Maybe because I was sleep deprived, I missed that. Again, my fault. My apologies, VeVe. You were right. You're right. So anyway, if you were complaining that like, oh, they didn't tell us about it, apparently they did, and it wasn't just edited like I had accused them of doing. It was 100% their it was there that day, unless they edited it like that day, but I don't think they did. So yeah, that might have been my bad. I can't join a space right now. I'm sorry, guys. Wednesday? Hang on 1 second. Wednesday? Question mark? Meow meow meow. Anywho, let's continue on here. So that was the snake stuff. Let's go to, before I get too far into, oh shoot. Okay, I guess we'll go into this. We'll go into DEVVE for right now. If anyone took a look at the NASDAQ events and presentations for the Q4, it's a Q4 earnings presentation. I'll go and download it right now, and my PDF reader. And over where it says, oh God, where is this? FinTech, market sales, supporting. I'm an idiot. Disclaimers, explanatory notes, fourth quarter expanded asset manager. Sorry about that. Okay. In their financial technology operational highlight, and again, this is for NASDAQ, the team executed 4 cross-sells in the quarter, including a cross-sell of NASDAQ Verifin to a Tier 1 Axiom SL client. The cross-sell pipeline continues to grow and remains over 10% of our total pipeline. Fantastic. Market Technology signed 2 crypto marketplaces for its trading solution and 1 crypto marketplace for surveillance. Now, could this all be DEVVE? Maybe. I mean, there's DEVVE, there's the DEVVE exchange, there's the DEVVE marketplace, there's a whole bunch of things, so it's possible. I'm going to say that at least one of these are probably DEVVE, because DEVVE has apparently a big announcement with somebody that they have a big exchange coming. I mean, I'll tell you guys this. I've had multiple meetings with Tom Anderson of DEVVE to get for people doing investing stuff, introducing them to people, and not once has he, and we're off camera. This is like stuff that could be super secret. Not once has he mentioned who the partner was. But if they have a big exchange and NASDAQ puts in their Q4 presentation, Market Technology signed 2 crypto marketplaces for a trading solution and 1 crypto marketplace for surveillance, I'm just putting 2 and 2 together here, and I'm going to say it's NASDAQ. So long story short, I got a lot more DEVVE this weekend. Not a lot more. I got like a couple thousand more DEVVE this weekend. So again, I don't have a lot in general. I wish I had more. Oh shoot. Oh god. Hang on. I'm gonna have to. Okay, I'm gonna take y'all with me. Because there's a man at my door, but I have to let him in because the washer, not the washer, the garage door is not open. So I'm gonna. Okay, here we go. Here we are. I am coming to La Puerta, and we're gonna say hi. Hey, Bobby, how's it going?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. You're good. I'm just streaming right now, so I thank God he texted because I did not hear you.
Yeah, it's all dark.
Oh yeah, it's all good. But oh, it's good. You're all good, fam. Let me turn the light on there for you. Want to say hi to the stream?
Oh, sure.
Hey, everyone, it's Bobby Carpenter.
How we doing?
We're doing well. Thanks, man. Hi, Ralphie.
Like a vampire in here, man.
I was downstairs. All right, cheers. Woo. So that is a Bobby Carpenter. He's known as the General, for you NFL fans over there. He's a cool dude. He comes over. We hang. I mean, I help him out with. He's an OMI holder. He owns some OMI. Anyway, sorry about that. Where was I? I feel like that was a fun surprise. I feel like I'm Mr. Rogers, and we just had a visit from the mailman. That's what I love about Mr. Rogers. I remember once where there was a TV show, an episode of Mr. Rogers he was on, and something about how they wanted to replace, or no, like there was a rule in like real life that I think like black people and white people had to be in like separate swimming pools. And then Mr. Rogers invites the mailman over to just dunk his feet in his little kiddie pool. And I was like, you know what, that's really cool. But anyway, I feel like Mr. Rogers, and he was just my guest. There's a lot of comments on here. Actually, there's not that much. So I'm going to go in and take a few. Mashishi saying, sounds good. Meow, meow. Booth saying second. What up, man? I saw Randy, you chilling and vibing podcast? I do be chilling and vibing, though. Meow, meow, meow. I do be chilling and vibing. It's a good time. Cat216 says, morning. Good morning-kins. Meow, meow. What up, Cat? Baby Zombie says, yo. Zombie, hey, 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 oh. Mashi says, ja. Oh, just a German ja. Yes, I am. Okay, anyway, as I was saying, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that NASDAQ was talking about DEVVE. Do I have any proof of this? No. And like, again, I've been in private meetings with the founder multiple times, introducing him to certain people, and not once has he mentioned anything about this. Well, I mean, talking about like big partner, that the, announcement, but never like who it is. So again, once this came out, I was like, oh God, like there's no way it's not it. Like maybe it's not. I'm gonna look like a real fool if it's not them. but I'm willing to bet. Before I was like, listen, NASDAQ maybe a possibility, but I had it in like it could happen, like 10% chance maybe. But now it's like, oh, okay, like there was a lot of rumors about it. And again, when there's a lot of smoke, that's got to come from somewhere. It didn't come from our side. My guess is it would have come from like the NASDAQ side of somebody had to go out and just be like a secretary, or somebody goes into like a meeting and they mention something and just it had to come from that side because it wasn't on our side. But again, it is still rumors. I could very well be wrong. Be like, Randy, maybe they have XRP, maybe they have HBAR, maybe like why do you think this is? I think the reason why I think this is them is because they have a big announcement, and kind of that's it. And again, like why wouldn't NASDAQ why didn't they mention who it was? I don't know. I have no idea. But yeah, anywho, we'll keep going. So that's that. Let me X out of there. That was the NASDAQ presentation. DEVVE Digital press release on January 30th saying Will Stewart joins DEVVE Digital Board of Directors. This was from London, England. The owner of the innovative DEVVE exchange announced today that Will Stewart, an insightful leader with over 30 years of global finance and technology experience, has joined the board of directors. Mr. Stewart will take the lead role with the company's capital strategy and corporate plans. In addition, Mr. Stewart will play a key role in growing the DEVVE exchange, the first non-custodial instant settlement digital exchange on the DEVVX blockchain, with institutional partners from the global finance industry. A Silicon Valley venture capitalist, strategic advisor, and board member, Mr. Stewart has raised and returned billions in capital across hundreds of venture-backed technology companies. Over the past few years, Mr. Stewart has raised hundreds of millions furthering digital marketplaces, environmental commodities, and infrastructure in the global energy transition. His unparalleled expertise and vast network in the global TradFi space position him to accelerate DEVVE's exchanges, mission to transform financial markets through asset tokenization, T+0 settlement, and regulatory compliance. Quote, Will's proven track record in innovation and capital strategy is a game changer for DEVVE Digital, end quote, said Ray Quintana, CEO of DEVVE Digital. He continues on saying, his board participation will drive global partnerships, funding opportunities, and the rapid adoption of our ecosystem, end quote. DEVVE Exchange is the world's first true non-custodial crypto exchange, combining institutional-grade process with unmatched security, resilience, and compliance. Mr. Stewart's experience and network will drive the platform to redefine how much value is exchanged globally, empowering both institutions and individuals with cutting-edge technology, transparency, trust. Timing could not be better for DEVVE Digital and DEVVE Exchange at the intersection of this tsunami of public and institutional adoption of crypto products. Oh God, there's so many messages. Sorry. The huge block of messages that came up just on there, it was just completely blanked out half the screen. Anyway, we fully anticipate this mega trend to continue under new federal administration, providing a policy framework that positions digital assets as a legitimate component of the U.S. financial system and aims to establish the United States as a leader in the digital financial technology, said Will Stewart, board member of DEVVE Digital. Mr. Stewart's board role will focus on fostering global strategic alliances, global, love it, securing capital, and advancing the adoption of DEVVE exchanges, transformative trade technology. Honestly, reading this now, they're not going to need me for anything anymore. If it's like securing capital and this dude has raised hundreds of billions, I don't know if my whales are going to cut it. Anyway, his appointment marks a pivotal milestone for the company as the synergy between digital assets and tokenization will continue to drive innovation in the global financial markets, positioning both DEVVE Digital and DEVVE Exchange in reshaping how we perceive and interact with both traditional and digital assets. According to a recent Brain & Company report, private market assets are to grow at more than twice the rate of public assets, reaching up to $65 trillion by 2032. In search for liquidity, higher yield, and diversification, asset managers are now focused on alternative assets. Tokenization is revolutionizing the alternative asset market. As a board member, my role is to place DEVVE Digital and DEVVE Exchange at the center of this revolution, said Will Stewart, board member. Remember when I had talked for the last couple of years about alternative assets and how VeVe Digital Collectibles could be those? Maybe that's a thing that's going to be catching on soon. I was a little early, I admit, but maybe. Anyway, let's get to some of these comments. What's up, JKRB? How's it going, fam? His man says, don't call it a comeback. Been here for years. Yo, what up, Jason? Pena 2000. Thank you so much for being a member. My man. Love you, brother. All right, man. VeVe Ben, thank you also for being a member. Says, morning, Randy. Missed you. Hickman also wrote Ultimate Fallout number 4. Dude, Hickman is so good. He's just, anything he writes is just incredible. So agreed. Omar says, good evening. Good evening. All right, man. Alpine says, hey, how's life? I haven't seen you since Earth 2. Well, thank you so much for coming back. Thank you so much for showing up over here. Yeah, love it, man. Hammer man. Anyway, let's get to this, Brett. Last week, President Donald Trump signed an executive order titled Strengthening American Leadership in Digital Financial Technology, which represents a significant shift in U.S. policy focused on supporting the growth and use of digital assets, blockchain, and related trading technologies, which are the very foundation of both DEVVE Digital and DEVVE Exchange, said Tom Anderson, who's the co-founder of both companies. This announcement follows recent developments at DEVVX, the underlying blockchain on which the DEVVE Exchange is built, and DEVVE, DEVVE, so that's Delta Echo Victor Victor Echo, the native token for DEVVX, including a major brand refresh and strategic repositioning for DEVVE for 2025. The company is preparing to launch new product verticals and deliver enhanced utility for token holders, reinforcing its commitment to innovation and value creation. And then it goes about DEVVE Digital, about DEVVX, and et cetera, et cetera. Now, this dude was always like an advisor or like a consultant, but now he's a board member. Now, like you don't just take your paycheck as an advisor consultant and switch to like actual board member and actual active role unless there's a goddamn good reason. There's going to be a hella good reason. Do I know what it is? No. Can I guess? Yes. Now, Reuters has also commented on this, saying Will Stewart joins the DEVVE Digital Board of Directors. Oh, I have to log in or create a forever free? No, I'm not going to log into you, Reuters. Get the heck out of here. Anyway, well, more on that later. DEVVE has plunged today. Everything has plunged today. DEVVE's actually only down about 13.5%. So this only says $1.12 that it had went down to, but it went down to $1.10. I know. I was watching. I was there. Down to $1.22 right now, but this is everything, dude. Bitcoin's down Bitcoin's down, like I remember getting notification, Bitcoin down under 100K. Oh God, now it's down to 96.9, under 97. Down 4% on the day. ETH down 10% on the day. XRP down 12.5% on the day. Solana down 7.3. BNB down 6.8. So close to 6.9. Dogecoin down 16.5%. Cardano down almost 14. Lido Stake down 10. Everything in the top for except for official Trump. The Trump meme coin is actually up 4.8%. But outside of stables and the Trump coin, everything else is down. Everything else is red except for SOS, that's Solana Swap. That's actually up 19%. But everything else in the top 100 is down, except for Trump and Solana Swap. And obviously stables. That is wild. And the top 200 does not look much better. I guess Tether Gold XAUT is up 0.1%, still pretty flat, but everything else is red. Yeah, that's insane. Anyway, let's go to OMI here real quick. OMI has is about down about 9.4% to 0002813. It do be quite low though. What's the volume on this? The volume is 467. So is it the pitiful 300,000 that it was the other day? No, it's still not good. Honestly, I am not convinced. So again, remember how in December I had said, guys, we just got Renegade listed on like 5 to 7 exchanges. It's got to mean something, right? It's got to mean that we're somehow applying for exchanges. We're somehow doing this. Like, I don't think it means that anymore because, all right, we lose BitGet, right? BitGet, I think, was like a top 20 exchange. You don't, now granted, I don't want to say it didn't matter, but as far as exchanges that could be dropped, fine, because BitGet accounts for like 2% of our entire volume. So it was okay that they left. Now, granted, you always want more, but I don't see why they would try to apply for exchanges when nobody's buying the token in general. So I think they would have to go in and say, hey, let's roll out Stacker, let's roll out VeVe first, let's get people interested in buying the token. And then once they are, then we'll go apply for exchange. I don't know if they, because again, like if you already, now OKX is like a top 5, top 10 or whatever. So we have some volume with that always, and that's fine. But why would you try to go? I know people like, oh, when Binance, when Coinbase, when all this, like, why would you want to go and get on some of these things and just to have us drop, just to have them drop us? Like, I would rather wait until all of these things are done and people are actually buying the token, and then when they buy the token, then go on exchanges, because then people want to do it, and then this way that there's no fear of them dropping us. Again, that would just be my kind of insight into it. If I could press a button and be on another exchange right now, well, I don't know what it would take to get on that exchange. If you do it for free, obviously that's fine, but typically exchanges don't do things for free. So yeah. Anyway, let's move on here. Let's go to Definity, shall we? Because Definity we haven't talked about in a bit. Definity is actually down about 1.6% on the day. It's actually amazing because we were down to like 2.9 again. We're down to 2.9, back up 3.1. We've done that a couple of times over the last few days. We were actually down 2.75 the other day, which is nuts. And it wasn't through like a hack or anything. It was just a bunch of wicked sells. We haven't been over 5 cents in a while. That's usually where. Oh no, it was a couple weeks ago. It was mid January, 18th. But that's fine. My goal is to, as DEVVE goes up, sell some DEVVE into some OMI, maybe a little bit of Definity, and then as OMI goes up, because I expect to go that to go up first, then roll that into Definity afterwards. So at the end, if everything goes how I think it's going to go, I'll have like millions of DEVVE, or I'm not DEVVE, Definity by like Q3, and hopefully that's when it runs. Now it's completely possible that DEVVE continues to go down. Definity is the first one to run, and then it goes DEVVE, and then maybe OMI doesn't run until end of the year, maybe even next year. I don't know. But those are my big bets right now. Else's run. Okay. We've been going 37 minutes. Damn, Omar, what's going on? Alpine, how's it been, fam? Energy, giving me that peace sign. Trump put his hand on the Bible. Yeah, I thought it was weird that Trump didn't put his hand on the Bible when he was swearing in. What's her name? Melania was standing right there with the Bible, and he didn't put it on. A little weird. B Wheels says, "What's up?" Yo, what up, Wheels? How's it going? EV Zombie says, "Yo, Wheels. Hello, brother." Ms. Marwana says, "Wow, that was insane. I'm an Ohio State fan. I can't believe that just happened." Yeah. The general is a cool dude. Bobby Carpenter is a cool dude. We love him. Always welcome here. Anyway, let's get to some news, shall we? From the last, I last streamed on Tuesday. What happened after that? White House invites podcasters and influencers to apply for media seats, and I did. I applied. I think it's whitehouse.gov/new media is where you can apply. So I applied, and yeah, we'll see if they take me. We'll see. If they do take me, I promise to be super fair, super unbiased, and just ask hard questions and all that jazz. Definity is just gonna be incredible. They're just gonna rocket, or they're gonna be on a rocket to the moon. I had can I even show this? It's not a great photo. I had a meeting with Rashid Al Farooq and Al Kahn the other day. Lots of big things happening there. Huge. Gonna be huge. There'll be lots of huge things. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I can't wait to show you guys what we're working on. Chipotle had a buy one, get one. Check it out. Deliveries. Okay, so deliveries were showing up for the what's that called? The Running Man stuff. So anyone that ordered the stuff off VeVe, as of Wednesday, you should have gotten it. As we talk about it, what's up, Cool Mo? Thanks for being a member, my man. Oh, you saw Bobby play when he was in college? Yeah, he's pretty awesome. Dude, he's still jacked, bro. He still keeps in great shape. All right, Andy, great to see you back on the air. Yeah. I had a long couple of days, but I'm glad to be back. Good times. So who said it? Yeah, I think you should have put a hand on that Bible. So I feel like people are really rough on Trump as far as immigration goes. And so here's my own thing about that. There's a BJ's near me that their kitchen was raided by ICE. And okay. Clearly that there were some illegals in that kitchen. Now, according to Trump and all the people on Fox News and all the supporters out there, that and they show on the news, at least on Fox News, and they show on other places, this person arrested because he's a violent criminal. Like they show, and they've shown probably now hundreds. Like I know they've arrested thousands, if not tens of thousands of illegal immigrants already, and I think that they've shown a couple of hundred that have had violent criminal histories, which kind of makes you assume all of these people are violent criminals. And what they're saying on Twitter or X and Fox News, like we're getting out all of violent criminals. And that made me feel good because, yeah, I don't want violent criminals in the country. We should get rid of them. But then I like the BJ's that's pretty close to me had their kitchen raided by ICE, and I don't know how many of those people were violent criminals. Maybe they were. I don't know if they were, though. I feel like maybe they're just showing the violent criminals on TV, but maybe they're arresting everyone else. I don't know. I will ask more about this to Greg Schultz. He will have a better idea of it. But why I want to bring this up, because so Bill Clinton, between 1993 and 2001, there was approximately 870,000 people that were deported during his tenure. George W. Bush from 2001 to 2009, you have a little uptick here. About 2 million individuals were deported. Barack Obama from 2009 to 2017, a little bit of an uptick here again. 3.2 million illegals were deported, earning him the nickname Deporter in Chief. Again, if they're violent criminals, they shouldn't be here legally, then I agree with Bill Clinton and George W. Bush and Barack Obama. Get them out. Donald Trump from 2017 to 2021, despite a strong focus on immigration enforcement, only around 1 million deportations occurred during his first term. If he was in, again, let's see what happens in the next 8 years, but I feel like people were really hammering it home that Trump's just getting rid of political enemies or people he doesn't like. He's racist. And I don't think that at all. Again, the numbers show that he had deported less than Barack Obama, like a third of what Barack Obama had and half of what George W. Bush had, a little more than Clinton. So I just think that people were a little rough on him for that. But again, now that I see that I don't know, what are the people in the BJ's kitchen doing? And they're working. They're clearly providing a service. It's not like they're maybe they're drug dealers. I don't know. But I don't know. I feel like if you're deporting people, I don't know, maybe deport the people that kind of sit at home and do nothing, but maybe they do drugs or they deal drugs or they do whatever. Not the people that are working at BJ's. Who's gonna make me my food now at BJ's? All right, I'm sorry. Anyway, VeVe Digital Collectibles is celebrating 4 years of the iconic Moogly Ghostbusters logo and Series 1 drop on VeVe. Recognized worldwide, the logo has been immortalized in premium digital format on VeVe. Blah, blah, blah. They say, hey, show us your favorite picture of your Ghostbuster stuff. Brock says, is that a new Stay Puft model? Maybe we'll get another one. So I went and did that. I showed him a post of my Stay Puft guy at the AMC movie theater, and nobody voted for me, so a little salty about that. VV Wheel says, what's up, man? Now I'm Jamar Reese giving me those party jellyfish. Love the party jellyfish. Tucson likes the Eagles. 7-day countdown begins. When Moon. I don't know when Moon, DB, but we'll see. We'll see one day. Maybe someday. Myron Office is breaking. X and Visa launched a digital wallet power move. X signed Visa as its first major partner to roll out a long-awaited digital wallet system. The deal lets users link debit cards, send money instantly, and transfer funds directly to bank accounts. This is part of X's push to become the ultimate everything app, with payments as a core feature. A Visa on board, that vision is inching closer to reality, says Bloomberg. Okay, I have to go over this about DEVVE as well. I forgot about it. Infinite scalability. DEVVE leverages horizontal scalability through its unique sharding architecture, allowing it to handle an unlimited number of transactions per second, surpassing the high throughput capabilities of XRP, and enterprise and regulatory flexibility. DEVVE's blockchain ecosystem supports cross-jurisdictional compliance by enabling enterprises to customize shards for specific regulatory needs. This adaptability is critical for global enterprises and is a feature not inherently present in XRP. Interoperability with Web 2 infrastructure. DEVVE is designed to seamlessly integrate traditional Web 2 systems into Web 3 applications, enabling a broader range of business and governmental use case compared to XRP. Well, what about quantum resistance? DEVVE's architecture is designed for adaptability, allowing the implementation of advanced cryptographic protocols as they are developed, ensuring security against quantum computing threats, feature that XRP lacks. What about unique ecosystem features? DEVVE includes innovations like DEVVE Drops, rewarding distribution, a Genesis NFT program with multiple benefits, and its upcoming DEVVE Exchange, a hybrid exchange providing a unique market experience. Oh God, there's so much more. There is. Oh, I already read that. Okay. Thank you for your interest in this. Very cool. The Collector, which Ben Rose had reposted, saying music brings people together. Special episode dedicated to all the music collecting family in the community. I'd like to personally invite the panel on this one. I guess they have a Ben Rose is going to be on the Collectors Hub. I think that would be great. I don't know when that is. Let me know. Let me know if you know when that is. He'll be in Guantanamo Bay. This crypto portfolio will be up. Dude, you were barking up the wrong tree. I'm 100% legal here. You know the Trump stuff is bad. When Nick Monday is concerned about him, I am not sure who that is. Bill Gardner says, "What up?" He says, "Mbaku." Como says, "Forever." You said that like, well, you said that like John Malkovich, like forever, but also the kid from Sam. Damn, Call Me Philly got another 7 million today. What are you up to? You have a lot now. You have a lot. You keep getting that bread. I respect it. Respect. Remember those old school Capri Sun commercials? Or like, respect the pouch, respect it. Anyway, so Dividendology has almost 62,000 followers over on X. He posts saying, "This is funny. What if you invested in the S&P 500 every time CNBC had a markets in turmoil special, while your average return after 1 year would be 40% with a 100% success rate?" When was the last time they did that? May 5th, 2022. Return, again, would be average 40%. And they've done this since 2010. I'm not going to, these are all of the dates. And if you would have invested in the S&P 500 at any time when they did those, you'd be in the green again by 40% return with 100% success rate. Wild. Anyway, Autism Capital says, breaking: Department of Government Efficiency and Office of Management and Budget found that the Biden administration was about to send $37 million to the World Health Organization and $50 million to fund condoms for Gaza. I am so thankful to the Department of Government Efficiency that has saved, I think, roughly $49 billion here. Let's go to the U.S. Debt National Clock. Doge has saved us $50 billion already. So again, shout out to them. There is zero reason to send $50 million to fund condoms for Gaza. What? It didn't have to be Gaza. It could be $50 million to fund condoms for anywhere. Like, bruh. Anyway, I'm working on project. Okay, good projects. Currently a discount. Let's do this. But I don't think we'll be getting on any top exchanges. Wes, I don't know anyone else that fuds their bags more than you. Thank you for being a member, I guess. Randy at the White House, dude, that'd be so great. I would love that. I hope I get it, man. I hope I get it. Maybe one day. Breaking: President Trump is offering all 2 million federal workers a chance to resign in exchange for an 8-month severance package. White House expects between 5 to 10% of workers to quit, leading to $100 billion in savings. Great move by Trump and the Department of Government Efficiency. Trump has asked Elon Musk and SpaceX to bring home the 2 astronauts stranded on the space station as soon as possible. They will do so. Good for them. Grab those 2 stranded astronauts. They've been there for far too long. I'm glad they're finally doing that. Bitwise just filed for a spot Doge ETF, so shout out to them. Shout out to the people that hold Doge. You're going to be pretty happy soon. James Gunn's Superman will be in Fortnite coming in July. That is old news. That might be taken down because the Superman estate is suing James Gunn and his Superman movie. Oh my God. Sorry, I was hydrating, drinking some water. They're suing James Gunn and his movie for something. I don't know what, but all the other stuff might be off the table for right now. Who is this? Woods AI. Okay, so there's someone named Woods AI, 90,000 followers over on X, and we simply collect Pokemon while the market is in shambles. Shout out my man Fast Delivery, Speedy Comics, Popcorn, Rashid Al Farooq. Yeah, love that man. Love that man. Look at this perfect PSA 10 Fossil Dragonite Hollow. Oh my God, it's amazing. Only thing that could have made it better is if it would have been first edition. But the unlimited versions are quite all right as well. Yeah, dude, one Pokemon. I always save some of these stuff. You have the Psyduck over here with a leak pretending that he's a Farfetch'd. Then you have Professor Oak having the Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle. Professor Oak, and then you as Red picking which one you want. When David came onto the podcast last, he had the starters. He had Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle in the background. Maybe he's telling us something. Maybe he just likes that stuff. I think he likes that stuff. Maybe he just likes to hear us talk. I don't know. But yeah, one Pokemon Day is coming up this month. Maybe we'll get a hint of an announcement. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, Earth 2 instituted a deal wheel where you purchase a new property. It costs a small amount of essence, and you can save 15 to 40% off by spinning the wheel. Oh, that's freaking dope. That's amazing. Shout out to Earth 2. VeVe could do the same using OMI or points to do spin discount for fun. That would be really fun. I think Crappy Bird has that as well. Link down below for the contract address for Crappy Bird. I do have a small amount in it. I do like the project. They have games already. They're building. Problem is that it's just not really in front of a lot of eyes. So I have a little bit of that. I like it. Spartan 11, Spartan 11. There we are. Saying, how do you see the chances of development towards Web3 transfers? Well, I mean, I'll say this. The fidgetals that we've done have all been successes so far. Whether it's Tokidoki, whether it's Running Man, whether it's Funko, the fidgetals have done exceedingly well, even in the bear market. The same cannot be said for every other drop. Now, obviously, you've had some certain digital-only drops that just do incredibly well, regardless of what market we're in. But you just don't have that in the... That's the exception, not the rule. So I think that there'll actually be more fidgetal drops in 2025 and 2026, meaning that we kind of really have that one foot planted in Web 2. And I'm not going to say that we never leave that, but that's still the biggest right now. Does that mean that we'll completely revert back to fidgetal? No, we'll always have this, but transfers are hard because you have people that, like, as soon as, dude, do you know how many people were money laundering like last time when we had transfers? A fudge ton. You just can't do that again, because then you invite in that crime, you invite in that money laundering, you invite in people that will subvert. But hey, let's do the deal off app. This way, you save the 2.5% on VeVe, and you save the 6% on Marvel, Disney, MGM, whatever it is. And of course, whoever's going to sell is going to want to do that and be incentivized to do that. Because, like, why pay an extra 8.5%? And especially if you do a deal off app, let's say you want to sell something to cash out. If I want to sell, let's say, a partner statue to cash out, let's say, it's $1,100 at the floor. Let's say it's $1,000. Okay, take off. That's insane that you have to take off $850 because you have an 8.5% fee. Okay, well, now you're down to Oh no, I'm sorry, it's 85. It would have been it would have been 850. It was 10,000. $85 if you sell it for 1,000. So you have $915. Okay, well $915. Now you have a 10% cash out fee. Okay, well $915. You take away 91.5. Let's say 91. So now you're at 826. And it's like, okay, well I sold it for 1,000 and I'm getting 826. That's a lot of fees. That's like there's like 18% in fees. That's a lot. Where if you go in and again, that's only for $1,000. What if it's a Miles Morales? What if it's $10,000? And you have to pay $1,800 in fees. Now, granted, I mean, not for these guys yet. You can sell something on Stacker, and on Stacker, there's not as many fees as what for the seller. For the buyer, there is some you have to pay. Like, well, actually, no. For me, if I were to sell the 41 logo is a special case, I wouldn't sell that. But if you sell a gold logo on VeVe, you have to spend 2.5%. You have to 2.5%. That's the seller's fee. That's the fee you get for selling. But on Stacker, it is like 4% or 4.5%, however much it is, because you have to have a little bit of that goes to whatever the fees, OMI burn or whatever, and then there's an additional fee for the buyer. But it is much better to sell on Stacker than it is on VeVe because you don't have to worry about the what's that called, the cash out fee. That's fine. But you can't do that for Miles Morales. You can't do that for Spider-Man. You can't do that for Partner Statue. Will you be able to one day? Hope so, man. If we can, like, that's a game changer. If we're able to go in and buy and sell Marvel and Disney stuff on Stacker for OMI, that is such a major game changer. I think that'll be really good. But the chances of us becoming more Web3 like transfer, like, dude, that might be a while. Like, in the corporate world, it just takes forever. And this is the major issue that I see with every other crypto company out there that's coming from banking, finance, these regulatory places, because they're used to things taking a while, because you can't rush the regulators. If you rush the regulators, the answer is going to be no. But then the people that are pure Web3ists, they're just like, oh, why isn't this happening? Why isn't this happening quicker? And they don't understand because they've never been in this position. They've never dealt with this much money. They've never dealt with this much red tape or all this regulatory framework. Like, why is it taking so long? It's like, well, that's just the way it is. Like, I wish it would be different. Unfortunately, it's not. And this is not a problem that's unique to VeVe. This is a problem that is plaguing all of the people that are in Web3 or in digital assets now that are coming from Web2. It's the other people that have been here for a while. Like, hey, come on, chop chop movie boy. Like, they're on TikTok and they're waiting for the next upload of the movie that they're watching. But yeah, they're used to things being really quick, and just unfortunately, when you try to merge traditional finance, Web2 into Web3, it's just it's never been done before. So obviously, there's a lot of red tape. I see them doing it, but I see them doing that very, very slow. Spartan 11. I know it's a long-winded answer. I have a lot of other comments up here now, so I'll try to get to them. Has been not bad fortune for USA and Trump not put his hand up. No. I mean, are there certain things that are bad that will likely get worse before it gets better? Sure. The tariff war is not going to feel good in the short term. Eventually, it'll even out and it'll be better for America. But short term, that's not going to be fun. Orange Bag Lady is evening, my brother. What's up, OBL? I love you, man. I visit. Don't come here legally and cut the line. You're a criminal. End of story. Okay, I understand the notion of, like, hey, you came into America illegally. That automatically makes you a criminal. I get it. I just feel like pudgy 41-year-old Maria with 2 kids working at BJ's is not really who we're talking about. I want to get rid of Carlos, who stabbed 3 people and S8 a woman. Like, get that person out of here. Get all those people. But I just feel like some of these people are probably okay. Now, obviously, the violent criminals, get all of them. Get, like Pink Panther says, all criminals should be, get them out of here. Get all kind of violent criminals out of here. All of them should be deported. But again, I feel like there's a big difference between this dude, like, murdered 3 people versus you know, Consuela is just like trying to feed her family. Like, again, I get it. You should do it the legal way. I did it the legal way, supposedly. I was a baby. I have no idea. I'm pretty sure I did. But yeah, that's. I think there's a difference. Omar saying Trump with another win this time with the Panama Canal. 15 miles on the Erie Canal. Name that reference. Somebody name that reference. I will be so impressed if somebody gets that reference. It probably won't though, but you know, we'll see. Connville is that both my parents are immigrants, came here legally. Illegal aliens break the law to get here. I mean, and I have no good argument against that. You're right. You're absolutely right. But I feel like if I have the choice, can I get rid of these? Like, yeah, I can go here and get rid of these like 10 illegal immigrants that are all living in one house and they all work at these fast food restaurants. Or I can go to this house. There's only like 2 people here, but they're like giving drugs to kids and they're like weapons charges and they're violent. Like, no, I get rid of the violent ones first because I feel like you're really helping America by getting rid of the violent ones. But if you're just taking workers away, like that just means longer lines in fast food. Like, and granted, I'm sure there are people that work in both fast food and do dangerous stuff at night that is bad for people. But you know, just I would just focus on the violent ones first. But maybe that's just me sitting here in my little chair and not having to deal with all that. Cannot run your business with legal labor. You should not be in business, period. Fair point. Fair point. You should want to pay Americans. So here's the thing where it gets with this is like with the minimum wage stuff. In New York, where I had 2 businesses, I couldn't legally hire anyone because I couldn't afford to pay them $17.50 an hour. It's not that I couldn't afford it. I could have, but the amount of work that they're doing, the type of work that they're doing doesn't like $17 an hour is not, maybe at the time it's 15, but you're like stapling stuff together, you're making copies, you're like an assistant, and that's just not work. And especially the type of education you're getting that I'm freaking giving you and learning this freaking business, it's worth a lot more than that. And now I would have loved, what I would have done is if there was like a high school kid, and granted they could only really work in summer, but if there was like a high school kid that, you know what, they wanted to work a few hours a day, they want a little change. What I would do for them is you know what, I'll give you like $8-10 an hour, whatever it is, but you learn a fantastically valuable trade. I'll buy you lunch every day. I'll give you extra money if you do a good job. Like I would do, like, you'll work in like this air conditioned office, you're working like wherever, whatever it is. I would love to go and do that for people. Because but okay, so instead of doing that, instead of giving like a local kid a shot, instead of teaching him the stuff that I know, instead of going in and like have him learn a trade or her learn a trade, and have him like get to do stuff and get a little change in their pocket, now I have to say like, no, you don't get a job because the state says I'm not allowed to. I like that, like that's stupid. So I get it, Pink Panther, where you say like you should be able to run your business with legal labor, and I did everything myself. But I also, and again, I never did this, but if somebody wanted to come in and help me out and, you know, be under the table, I might have done it. Like I would have rather done it with like a kid, because I can't pay an adult like 10 or 12 hours. Like that's too low. And they're not going to do it. Like I would, but yeah, it's very, business world is, it's very hard to do this with. And again, legal labor understand. But 17 an hour is just too much for like making copies and stapling stuff and like, hey, go get me ink for this. Like it's just too, it's hard, it's complicated, and the solutions are equally hard and complicated. Dog boys, welcome back. Right? Oh, what's up, man? How's it going, fam? Oh, there'd be a lot of Tucson, of course, recent arrival. I think doesn't know Mexicans have been picking a crops for 100 years now, at least. I'd say it's a lot of immigrants. I wouldn't say it's just Mexicans. I'd say it's a lot of immigrants that are going and doing a lot of this work. It's work for us that they do. Very great work. Hey, Dashing, meow, 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 meow. This says, I'm fine with illegal speaking crops. Get ready to pay 5x for your food. Yeah, again, the tariff situation is not going to be fun in the short term. Not in the short term. I was saying, food used to be grown in America. I know that from friends' experience that had a potato farm for a couple of generations. Oh, that's pretty dope. That's pretty sweet. Mm-hmm. Used to be grown with a lot of union labor too. I don't know much about labor. Oh, I know a few people in a few unions. They're good if you're in them. Mr. JMs, I see some people on X think the bull season is done already. Could they be right? I'm gonna say it's over a 99% chance that they're wrong. There's always people that think like, bull's done, it's done, it's over, bear season now. You just have people that just love to live in negativity. And again, 99% chance that they're wrong. Yes, people did have their own farms back before unions. Mm-hmm. Good point. Good point. Tucson, a lot of what you're saying is kind of wrong. I mean, some you're right, but some things are pretty wrong. Yeah, have you ever farmed in your life? Okay, but I know your great uncle. That's cool that he was, but have you ever farmed in your life? I know many Long Island that did so well until So Long Island was like potato farmers back in the day. And then after the potato farmers kind of did their thing, I mean, I guess there's still no, what is there? There's still, I'm sure there's still a couple of farms on Long Island. I don't know where they are though. We are definitely never going back to rural. Definitely going back to the family. No, probably not. Yeah, it is great to have farms. Farms are pretty awesome. Farms are kind of out there. I mean, not that. I mean, they'll never be outdated. We need them. It's very tough. I do agree. Depending on the acres and demand, it's huge. Need to add value to your crops to make money farming. I mean, you have to feed America. We are KY. Oh, you're KYC'd. I mean that's great. And if you're referring to like, hey, we're KYC'd, does that mean we could have transfers back? That there might be something eventually where you can go in and say like, I've done X, Y, and Z. Because I've done that, now I should be able to transfer, and you get like one transfer a month or something like that. It would work really well for influencers if we can go on and give transfers out for giveaways, because that's what we used to do. 188 billion was wiped out from crypto market in the last 24 hours. Damn. 188 billion was wiped out from the crypto market in the last 24 hours. That is a lot. Now, how much of that continues into tomorrow? I don't know. We'll see. DEVVE went back down to 117. I couldn't get any. Then it went back up to 120. But it went down to like 110 before. I know it wicked down there. It was wild. I'm good. Yeah, I'm feeling all right, baby. Panama's president has ended the country's Panama Canal deal with China immediately following a meeting with U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio. Again, Panama's president has ended the country's Panama Canal deal with China immediately following a meeting. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio. I'm not gonna lie. When Trump said you're going to be so tired of winning, you wish you'd lose every now and then. I'm not tired of winning yet, but damn it, does that feel good? Anyway, sorry. Let's keep on going. I was saying, this here that relies on food overseas. Canada, not overseas. Fair. Brazil, China, India, etc. That's what he means. Good portion overseas. Agreed. All right, let's get back to some of the news, shall we? Pokemon. I used to say cool things. I used to be cool, but now I say things like I ate too much cheese last night. Fair point. Can't believe Department of Government Efficiency is saving over $1 billion. It's probably saving like $2 billion per day now, if not more. Elon Musk and XRP confirmed partnership. Collaboration could take XRP to unimaginable heights. Ripple CEO confirmed that they're working closely with Musk on this partnership could eventually drive XRP. Sorry, $600? What? That's bullshit. Binance Square, what are you doing there? What are you doing, Binance Square? Saying that, oh, XRP could be $600. Get the fudge out of here, Binance. I should block you for that. All right, be advised, guys. That would mean that XRP would have a $34 trillion market cap. Binance Square is on crack if they think that happens anytime soon. Dogecoin Millionaire says, I swear if I caught the exact bottom, Pepe earlier today at a $4.5 billion market cap. He put like another $250,000 into Pepe the other day. So let's take a look at that. Oh, $4.5 billion market cap again. So it's right again. He put in like a $250,000 into that. I don't know if it was around that price. It was probably around that price. Yo Steph says, thank you, MainZ841 and VeVe Official for the amazing giveaway I won during the Collectors Hub space. Thank you for a fun place for the community to always hang out with and others that love to collect cool things. That's amazing. Gotta love it. So I was talking with a couple of people before, and when I took a look, we talked about spaces. And like, do you go in spaces? I was like, I go in every now and then, a lot of times when Ben is speaking. And so, how is it? I was like, well, when Ben's speaking, it's good. I mean, it's fun. It's always fun. And there's like, well, is it informative? I was like, well, when Ben speaks or anyone from the team speaks, yeah, it's informative. They talk about stuff. You get a little insight here, maybe get a little nugget of alpha here and there. Like, well, what about when they're not speaking? And I'm not gonna lie, I haven't spent a ton of time in spaces when other people aren't in there. But it's enough to where I could confidently answer the question of and again, it's always fun, but a lot of times it's not that informative. And I remember years back where you would go to spaces to learn because there was all these amazing people with all these amazing backgrounds, and they were saying like, I like this for this reason, I like this for that reason. I think that, and again, VeVe is a collector's app, collectors at heart. Understand that I typically only buy things that I like the snake stamps, like the snake medallion and the dragon medallion from last year. Like I like those things, so I bought them. I do that for things that I like. But I also, the other stuff that I kind of buy to, like why did I unite the number 41 logos? Why did I get all of those? Probably because they'll be worth a pretty penny in the future. Why do I have the number 43 Lukes, the lowest Luke Skywalker set in existence? Probably because they'll be worth a pretty penny one day. Why do I have the most sub 100 Marvel Mighties in the world? Probably because I think they'll be a pretty penny one day. And years ago, you had everybody talking about those strategies and those stuff. And I feel like nowadays in spaces, you have people saying, "Hey, everyone, how's it going?" And again, it's always fun. Whenever I'm there, it's always a good time. I'm always laughing. But I can't think of a time. And again, I don't go on spaces a lot. Part of the reason because there's not a lot of those spaces that exist anymore, where you have a lot of these informative things. You don't have Queen's Court anymore, where she's interviewing these CEOs and she's asking these hard questions. You don't have a ton of these spaces where you have these experts on from their fields and they're talking about why VeVe is a great investment and why they're spending their time and money on VeVe. A lot of times, half of it is music. A lot of times, half of it is people just hanging out, which again is fine. That's people's prerogative. I love hanging out with people. I love hanging, like not everything can be about business. You have to hang out once in a while. I remember back in the day, like was big conspiracy theorists back in the day. And people had this like boycott the Super Bowl thing. It's like, with so much going on in the world, there's so much, government corruption out there. Why watching the Super Bowl? Like, why, should be spending time to like, dude, you can go on and you can care about two things. You could hate government corruption and also watch the Super Bowl. It's okay. Even then I thought that. So I understand in that same breath, they'll say like, hey, I always want to work. I always want to learn. I always want to do whatever. And I understand that it's okay to just want to hang out. It's cool to want to hang out and talk with your friends in spaces. It's fun. I still do it. But it seems like it's kind of only fun now, which again, I know I'm completely nitpicking here. But again, we haven't had a Queen's Court in a while. Lori's been otherwise occupied. Shout out to Queen VeVe. Love that lady. But there used to be other stuff like that all the time, and now there just isn't. It's only fun. It's like, all right, Chavez, let me record that and play it back to you. You said it's like only fun. Like, it's too fun. It's great. I love it, but there's just not a lot of informative stuff on there like there used to be. And again, a lot of that stuff, it does come from when the team is on, or Ben is on, or whoever's on, and everyone wants to listen to that. So they, God, I don't even want to say this. Maybe I shouldn't. It's been an hour 15. We have a lot more news to go over. Maybe for another time. Anyway, let's go to farmers, peasants, why everyone ran to the cities, 1910s and 20s. Well, I mean, you have a lot of big city stuff that happens in the cities that just can't happen on farms. Yeah, farmers don't. I mean, some farmers, they make a decent amount. It depends on which ones they are, but it's hard work. It's really hard work, and a lot of people choose to go in and choose to make their money doing not as hard work. Looking to Randy's immigration status. I became a citizen at like 5 or 6 years old. I think I was 5. I might have been 6. I don't remember. But no, I've been here legally for almost 30 years now. My friend Potato Farm did so well. The demand was so high. Made a great living. Knew his car, paid for college, went to great school. They decided to sell, but they lived very well. Preach. JKRB, what's going on, fam? How's it going? Meow. Love you, JKRB. All right, let's go to the rest of the stuff here. VeVe Viral goes and says, are Pokemon cards made out of cardboard? Answer, Pokemon cards are primarily made from cardstock, which is a type of thick, durable paper similar to cardboard. However, they also include layers of thinner paper and a glossy coating for protection and to enhance the print quality. So while not exactly cardboard, they share similar material characteristics. VeVe Viral then posted VeVe Futters be like, oh my god, it doesn't matter that they're officially licensed, limited edition, and tradable because technically based on certain definitions are not really cardboard. Yeah, Futters are pretty stupid. This guy named Scott Schaefer has 168,000 followers, and his post on YouTube was Pokemon collectors got scammed for millions. Vintage Pokemon card collecting world rocked by a possible flood of fakes. That was the prototype card. It happens all the time. It's not just in Web3. It happens in other stuff as well. Chad Chandler over on the app, on the VeVe app over on Facebook says, remember on the old app it used to say customizable? I wonder if they'll ever animate these as well. And he's talking about Batman Who Laughs. That was really dope. So here's another thing, going political again. Insurrection Barbie, I have no idea who she is. This is Bill Clinton deported 12 million illegals, media silent. Barack Obama deported 3 million illegals, media silent. I thought Bill Clinton deported a lot less than that. Anyway, Trump deported 1 million illegals in his first term. The media brands him as a racist and a Nazi. Then this Barbie character says, we are done listening to the media. We do not care if you do not like deportations. They are happening. Media on both sides lies, obviously. This is something that I've been in the political world for quite a while. And I think we can all say, hey, a lot of media lies about everything. Nothing is unbiased. They all have it that spin depending on what side they're on. But dude, there's Fox News that's obviously on the right. And then there's everything else that's on the left. So the left has had the media and they've had colleges, but the right has kind of had the Senate. They've had X, they have it was kind of balanced. I mean, not really, that only media outside of Fox News is really the left, but now things are kind of balancing a little bit more, at least definitely balancing a little bit more. The pendulum might swing a little bit to the right, but I feel like this is what's needed. The pendulum swung so far to the left. Maybe some of this is what's needed. DEVVE ecosystem says value exchange is what makes the world go round. But what if we told you there could be a new and better way to make value change hands? DEVVE Exchange is about to create a new paradigm. Discover how on a brand new video. They posted a video the other day. VeVe Live episode 11, LA Strong, VeVe Ben Rose, and more. So that was the other day. So this, I guess I'll go over this now. Oh yeah, can y'all smash that like button? Free way to help support the channel. Not free ways, Patreon, smash the super thanks button down below, super chats as well. Y'all know what it is. Let's go to VeVe Official. Now, which one was this? VeVe Live episode 11. Okay, cool. On their live streams, 896 views, 1,000 views. That 803. That's 803. 748, 904. All right, they get an okay amount. They get about as much as I do. Videos. Into the VeVeverse beta tester showcase. Collectors at heart. Okay, so into the VeVeverse beta showcase, beta tester showcases. Those they need to do as often as possible. Now, granted, the one that from 4 hours ago, it was only 4 hours ago, 759 views. That'll get over 1,000. I get 2,000. Then obviously anything with Ben, you're going to get a lot of views at 1,400. Into the VeVeverse beta tester showcase from 4 days ago, 1,300 views. Oh, they had an LA wildfire victims of VeVe's exclusive digital collectibles. That got 1,100 views. That's fine. Beta tester showcase, 1,500 views. Beta tester showcase that was from 11 days ago. Beta tester showcase from 2 weeks ago, 3,300 views. Let's go back further to the other beta tester stuff. Oh, I think those are it. Okay, beta tester showcase 1 month ago, 3,200 views. I'm looking for all the beta tester showcases. An update with Ben Rose and Mitch Mack 2 months ago at 2,100 views. But why I was skipping those is because I wanted to go, okay, Collectors at Heart, season 2, episode 5, 2 days ago. Now, I love Metaverse Life. I have a huge crush on that man. Metaverse Life is just one, we're homies. I love him. And I just always want to hug and hang out with him. This is going on his stuff, which again, I enjoy his content, where he goes around the world and he interviews VeVe fam from around the world. Canada, Colorado, Italy, France, Portugal, goes around the world and does that. This one is really cool. This one is from Portugal, and he's interviewing Dr. Prophet. This was great. This was a lot of fun. I didn't see it. It just looks like a lot of fun. Oh, shoot. Sorry, text message. Anyway, let's go to... Can we get this freaking interview, please? Okay. So he's talking about a bunch of stuff. He's got his wine collection in the back room, pool table in the background. This is dope, right? I don't know how much they paid him for it. 623 views. 531 when he goes to Ireland. Then you have the VeVe News, which is completely different from the Collectors at Heart series. This one's by Mr. Falcon. 10 days ago, 437 views. One from 2 weeks ago, 315 views. Another one from 3 weeks ago, 646 views. What I'm trying to get at here is that I don't know how much VeVe is paying these guys. And it's obviously part-time because they make like, a few videos a week. Now, granted, I'm very happy that they chose some content creators. Like, that was one of the things I had made a big stink about, posting a lot of videos, posting a lot of statuses, saying like, hey, you can pay people to do content. You could buy a content creation company yourself, whatever it is. And I think that would be a good use of the funds. And then it seems that they're posting all of these under the VeVe official videos. Like again, this is from VeVe Digital Collectibles. It's from their account that has 56,000 subscribers. I think they post them on X as well. I hope they do. But it's just, again, and Mr. Falcon's cool. Ran into it at New York Comic-Con. He's awesome as well. Obviously not as big of a man crush as I have Metaverse Life. I've just spent more time with Metaverse Life. But Mr. Falcon's cool. It's fun. But I feel like a lot of these things, what are we getting out of them? Is it possible that taking those funds and reallocating them elsewhere to better onboard? Like, I don't know how many of these videos, and granted, that it seems that they're for us because I enjoy them, but it seems like these videos that are for us, they're kind of already preaching to the choir. We know Dr. Prophet, we know Dr. So we know all these people that they're interviewing, and again, it's great. I enjoy the content. I don't know how much resources are allocated to this, and how, like, the benefits of it are, okay, we're getting just content on the channel. That's great. And again, all the stuff that they do with the VeVe beta testing is phenomenal. Do as much of that as possible. But now that they've been doing this VeVe news for, a month, 2 months now, and the other stuff that Metaverse Life has done, I'm just wondering if the funds that go to these things should be allocated elsewhere and put towards new people. Now, if Ben were to come on and say, hey, listen, that's a separate pot of money. Like, we have this for this reason, and the other money that we have is going towards new affiliate marketing program, new whatever. Okay, cool. I think he even said the other day that his goal is in Q1 to release if I assume VeVe has like tens of millions in cash in the war chest, and that they can afford to do both. And like, Randy, we're trying. Like, we're just trying these new things. That's great. Keep trying. They'll find, like a doctor that's treating a sick patient, they'll find the right combination of meds eventually, so that the patient can fight the disease, live a relatively normal and healthy life. And I think that's what they're doing here. They're trying all of these different things, and something is going to stick. That something's going to, whether it's going to be one of those videos, whether it's and again, it seems like right now what they're doing with the VeVeverse beta testing promos, that's what's getting the most views. That's what people are excited about. And some of them look incredible. Like, oh my God, the one from like 2 weeks ago got like 3,300 views, like 20 minutes long. And you get to see not just the showroom, but you get to see some of the VeVeverse that's out there. You get to see roads and buildings and street lamps and cars. And it's like, that's what it gives us, something like, okay, give us something to speculate on. It gives us that thing where it says, hey, there's no reason for us to have roads unless we're going to be able to drive these cars. So that's something that's really inside. That's something that's more of that. And again, they keep trying all of these things, which is good. They're trying with the evolvables, they're trying with the new app, they're trying with the VeVe News and the Collectors at Heart series. They're posting, like, they're doing everything that they're supposed to with trying. And something at some point is going to stick. Something's going to click. If anyone's ever seen the play, the one with Helen Keller, I forget what it's called. And the Helen Keller's like teacher is explaining to the parents why she's having signing in her hand, and she's like, does she know what she's doing? She's like, no, she doesn't know that if you sign WATER in your hand, it means water yet. It's just a game to her right now. Like, I do something and then she does the same thing. She doesn't know what it means yet. But when she does, the miracle worker, I think that's the name of the play. Like, but when she recognizes, when those neurons that they fire together, they wire together. When they fire enough and the neurons wire enough, I'm paraphrasing this entire play here, it's going to all come flooding in at once. And she's going to recognize, oh, if I sign water, that's what this means. If I sign on this, that's what this means. Then she knows all these phrases. She'll know all these verbs and all this stuff. And, that's how she became who she is. That's how she wrote books. That's how she wrote, all these things. And that's something that is going to happen with VeVe. At some point, something is going to click with the right people, and they're They're so freaking close. I don't know what it's going to be. It's going to be something. This is why I have 227 million OMI. It's why I'm going to probably get more by the end of the month. It's very possible that VeVe doesn't figure it out for several more months. It's possible they keep throwing money at the problem. They keep throwing like time, solution. Now, at some point, that narrative is going to come back, and it's not going to matter what VeVe's done because everything's going to go crazy. You're going to have 8,000 people here. Yeah, I won't have 226 people watching the stream. I'll have 8,000 people, not 8. I had 4,000 people the other day. That was wild. Anyway, but I'll have like 8,000 people here. That's something that's going to be insane, and that's probably going to happen at some point. Does it happen in March or does it happen in December? I have no idea. It could be any time in between. But there's just another something I just wanted to go over. Where was I? Again, yeah, if y'all can, smash that like button. The free way to help support the channel. Anyway, let's go to the rest of this news here. Okay, let's get back to some of these comments. Now, government, they were their own business, agreed. Low bridge, everybody down. Marcel says, if it's NASDAQ, the price of DEVVE shoots up big time. I think it would. I mean, DEVVE was at like $1.80 the other day, right? Now it's at like $1.20. Went down to $1.10 this morning. Let's take a look at it on CoinGecko. Take a look at the market cap here. It's $104 million market cap, dude. If DEVVE has NASDAQ, add a zero to that, and it's $1 billion market cap, or add 2 zeros, $10 billion market cap. Damn, 10 zeros, 100x. Yeah, 10 billion. Like this could possibly be worth 100 billion market cap at some point, depending on what. Now that's 100x from here. That'd be insane, but I think it could happen. Possibly. Yeah. Oh God. How low do you think OMI can go? Oh, dude, that is a loaded question. Dude, it can get cut in half from here. What are we at? 0003 or like 229? Let's see. 0028. It can go to 0015, 14. Like now, it hasn't gone below 00 like 26, but it could do that. And if it goes lower, where does it stop? Does it stop at 20? Let's go to 10. Do we get quad zeros? This must be the sale of the century at today's price. When is the good news stuff to be announced? Your guess is as good as mine, IR Blues. I have zero idea of when they're going to do what they're going to do. David said the other day that they're working really hard to get VeVe out in Q1. Maybe we get it in May now. I don't know. Him saying they're working really hard to get it out in Q1 probably means that he's getting us ready to say like, hey, we'll get it out in Q2. But Ben said the other day that I reposted it. I'll show you what he said. And if he took it down, I have a screenshot. But he had said, we didn't say January. I said Q1. It's still Q1. So it was, dude, Millie does this like all the time. Millie posted about how it's, hey, I thought affiliate marketing program was supposed to be in January. Well, it's February. And then Ben said, we didn't say January. I said Q1. It's still Q1. Again, Millie does that a lot. So the affiliate, at least the first part of the affiliate marketing program should probably happen in March. But remember, I've said for the past couple months, Q2 is I think when OMI will have that rise. South will rise again. Well, OMI will rise again, and I think it does in Q2. And I'm really hoping that DEVVE goes way up by then, because I'm gonna buy so much more freaking OMI. If OMI is at 0003 prices, when DEVVE's at like $10, bruh, I'll get another 100 million OMI. But again, what is good news to you? Is VeVe the best news? Is the affiliate marketing program the best news? Is Stacker the best news? Is different IPs on Stacker the better news? Is exchanges the best news? Now, all of these things we have, and none of it's priced in. Collectible is saying inflation is why people are not getting a living wage. We do have an inflation tax. Yep. I would not say that that's the reason why people aren't getting a living wage. For inflation, people would get paid, would be enough. Again, we do have a bit higher inflation, so higher wages is not necessarily the answer. Agreed. I mean, you have to cut spending, you have to cut taxes, you have to cut. There's a lot of stuff you have to cut. It's very, very complicated. Now, Tucson has killed many animals. Obviously, it's on a farm though, so he knows how to live off the land. Get that bread. Might be why you have kitty. Kitties are great for hunting mice, keeping them away from your crops. I said crops. Wes says we might send El Divorce Mexico to take down the cartels. That's possible as well. I think that is something that is on the table. I don't know if it'd be just Delta Force. It could be any number of them. It could be PJs. It could be, I don't want to go over them. Jaco, like, well, what's up, Jaco? How's it going, fam? Man. All right, let's get to the rest of some of the news here. Top VeVe hodlers. Let's do this. Husk Show sold 93 collectibles. Only Banks sold 218. Damn, we got WC3NTE selling 903 collectibles. That is a lot. Then you have Expert 44 buying 356 collectibles. That is more than Only Banks and Husk Show sold combined. You have Latent T buying 709 collectibles. And Dr. Fuse buying 2,759 collectibles. My heckin' bay. I wouldn't expect much less from the number 2 wallet, Bananas. And he still has less than 1/2 the amount of collectibles that Bezojman has, but either way. And speaking of Jayco, dude, how does it feel when you buy 197 collectibles in a week and you're not on the top 500, like, because it shows the top 3 buyers, and it's like, man, I bought 197 collectibles and Expert still beat me by 100, 150 something, 159. It's bananas. You're on a rocket to the moon. Anyway, shout out to you, Jaco. What is needed now for the top? You need 1,690 collectibles in order to go in and be in the top 500. That is bananas. That is wild. Good for y'all. I did not get the Year of the Snake secret rare on the drop. I did have to buy it because for the Year of the Dragon, I spent like a couple $100 trying to get that secret rare and didn't do it. So this time I was like, you know what? I'll just buy it off the market. I don't want to keep on doing that like I did last year. Oh, also, here's Todd McFarlane as of a couple weeks ago, or maybe a couple months ago. And here's Todd McFarlane after the update. Bro, these look amazing. Like, they look so good. The collectibles look so good after the updates. Quote, I like profitability, end quote. Czech central bank chief proposes allocating up to 5% of reserves to Bitcoin. Coinbase adds Trump campaign manager, ex-senator, and 2 others to advisory council. Trump Media launches fintech brand TruthBuy, plans to invest $250 million into SMAs, ETFs, and crypto. Robinhood has begun rolling out futures trading, including Bitcoin and FX and stocks. Feds has no changes in rates. Unfolded says banks can serve Bitcoin crypto clients as long as they can manage the risk, Fed Chair Jerome Powell says. Went over that. D-Town says, what does the VeVe fam think about Corey saying that the collectibles look good in the gaming engine? I don't know. What do y'all think? Crypto mobile wallet users hit an all-time high of 36 million in Q4 2024. That's interesting. Tucson has done a lot of growing food. Water catchment is great. Calling those corporations were out of the equation. Small businesses were brought back. Everything would be much cheaper. Preach. Preach. Rip Bosco basement. No! Fuck! No. Ah. Where did he post that? Oh my God. Where did he post that? Gary, why didn't you tell me? No. No, Bosco. Oh man. I didn't even know. I thought that was said 2024. Was it last month? Oh wow. Damn, he was only 4 years old. Oh man. December 13th. Oh, he announced it yesterday. He announced it December 13th. Man. Fudge monkeys. Let me shoot him a text real quick. Oh, okay. I texted him the other day and it was that's why I didn't answer. Because it literally happened like okay. Oh man, that is rough. Do I have any broken heart emojis? Poor guy. Poor Gary. All right. All right. Anyway, that was oh man. Thanks for letting me know, G Money. That's rough. Build Earth ships, workout, something but weighted vest, good old times. Charles Bond to Elon on blockchain. Charles Hoskinson? Send me the link. Send me the link, Omar. Meow. I doubt Randy came here legally. I mean, go on and investigate if you want. And Randy was watching the Ben Rose video with those comic guys. I'm not sure if you saw it. He mentioned trading twice. What are your thoughts? So I posted a video the other day. It said why it'll have why Ecomi will make me a decamillionaire. In that video, I say I only watched the interview up to a certain point. I'll try to find the. I'm not gonna be able to find that. I should make a post on X about it, but the reason why I said that is because a few months ago, Ben said he was going to try to 4x the amount of users. I don't know if he's monthly active or daily active, but he's going to try to 4x the amount on VeVe. And I thought, okay, you're really setting the bar low, but okay. And then when that interview happened like a week or two ago, he said that he wanted VeVe to be a household name in 5 years. And you could think of either one or two things. That the growth of VeVe will happen in the next bear market, which is unlikely, or that Ben Rose had really underpromised the 4xing the amount of active users in 2025. And he means that he's exceedingly confident in the team that he's built, in the people that are around him, in what's going on in the affiliate marketing program, which I know is not done yet. But yeah, I think he's extremely confident in what's being built up in the background. And he'll likely have a new goal for us and I don't know if he'll ever say it publicly, but he'll likely have a new goal in the coming months, now that he's hired a team, multiple teams. And it was after that I knew that this was going to be a big game changer this year. And after that, I didn't need to watch the rest of the interview, because at that point, nothing else mattered. I know where we're going. I trust in Ben. Good dude, good people. However, now that you're saying he mentioned trading twice, what are your thoughts? then they might be working on something that we can use for trading. Maybe it's similar to like Pokemon Go, or not Pokemon Go, maybe similar to Pokemon TCG Pocket, where if you've done a certain amount of buys and sells or whatever, then you can go in and say, hey, excuse me. And then you can go on and do, one type of trade for another type of trade. We'll see. Beautiful. Oh, Walrus King. Send me that, bro. Send me that. What wild stuff? What UFO wild stuff are we getting? You gotta send me that, my guy. Okay. Elon Musk says career Treasury officials are breaking the law every hour of every day by approving payments that are fraudulent or do not match the funding laws passed by Congress. This needs to stop now. Tell me about statutes 31 USC 3325. Pertains to the voucher section of the United States Code, specifically under Title 31, which details, which deals with money and finance. Here's a brief overview. The statute outlines the requirements for vouchers used for payments by the United States government. They must be certified by an unauthorized official before payment can be made. Certification ensures the payments is for a valid purpose within the legal authority of the certifying officer, and the amounts are accurate. Penalties for false certifications. If an officer in employment certifies a voucher knowing it to be false, they're subject to penalties, which can include fines, imprisonment, or both. There's a lot going on here. Marilyn Awful said, should the Treasury be put on the blockchain so this doesn't happen? Elon says, yes. Charles Hoskinson says, yes. My men, my bays. Thank you, Omar. Meow, meow, meow. That is amazing. Donald to the moon. I don't know. Let's crypto to the moon. Let's go. That's really exciting. That's really, really exciting. Yes, they should have blockchain voting. All of this should all be done on the blockchain. Let's go, Debbie. Let's get this bread. And yeah, send me the link to the whistleblower stuff. Bill Gardner says, Pepe. Yo, I love Pepe. Well, I love Pepe in the original 4chan user thing. The Pepe thing right now, dude. Pro the Doge knows meme coins, and he put in a lot in Pepe. More recently, he always says, "Bill in the house." Bill is 100% in the house. Gardner says, "What up, zombie?" Bill Gardner says, "Where Lori?" I don't know. Let's shoot her a text. Where Lori? I'll let her know. I'll go in and wrong text chain. Queen, your fans miss you. Was Canada inflation about to go crazy? Have I told you lately? Doflamingo said he was adopted. I was adopted. I adopted illegally, archery, etc. I mean, after serving in the world's greatest Air Force, I'm pretty sure any type of paperwork I wanted, I can get. Then tomorrow we'll share MC1 insights from earlier VeVe Fox analysis. We gotta love that. Always love having MC1 on. He will be on tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm actually gonna put that on here. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Love that man. He's another man I have a big crush on. MC1 Rare be pumping though. Doflamingos. I'm worried this will affect our credibility with trade partnerships, influence. Worried what will? Let me know exactly what you are worried about, and I will get back to you. One Rare are truly rare, as most people that have it have only one. And Punch People sold out too early for 45 to 65 gems. Ohio State OC coach leaving for NFL. Yeah. There's a lot of people getting a lot of offers, even offensive coordinators. So MC1 will share a very interesting and deeper way of studying collectibles, just starting with MC1. Love it. Media definitely lies and manipulates the truths. When does one OMI equal one Bitcoin? Am I I forget the name of the, well, I know it's Star Wars Episode 1. I don't know. Because I don't know. Someone been buying rare MC1s. Some big VeVe news expected next week. I don't think so. Maybe. We'll see. Meow, meow. VeVe news. I mean, they do big drops. Well, they've done big drops a lot, but they shouldn't do a big drop when there's 800 people here per day. They should do a big drop when there's thousands of people here per day. So they got to save those drops. Right? His videos get more views than the view. Some of them, yeah. I mean, let's look at it. Although I haven't done videos in a few days, and I just do lives now. But oh god, I go to the content, and honestly, the stuff that I'll be looking at. Okay, the lives. View all the lives. 921 from 4 days ago, and that 921 is only from YouTube. That's not including X, where I stream to as well. VeVe CEO teases 831. Well, the one where I put how VeVe CEO will make me a Deca millionaire, that is 1400, but that's not necessarily a clickbaity title because it is real. New VeVe hires 738. Ecomi burns billions 863. OMI is my homie 901. And again, all of these they're just on YouTube, not including the views I get on X. It's probably double. Like again, there's 2,000 people that watch on YouTube the VeVe Fam rallies for Marathon Charity, but there's like 6,000 people that saw that over on X, if not more. Probably like double that. So yeah, but also it's easier to get views when you go for. Yeah, I'm gonna go for 2 hours. I'm gonna go for 3 hours here, maybe 4. It's easier to do that when you have more time. And again, like I don't think there's any cursing in the VeVe news breakdown videos. And I don't have to edit. Like there's just a lot of work that goes into those videos. They have to write a script. They have to go on and use these collectibles. They're handcuffed because they can't curse. They can't do any of these. I assume they can't do any like raunchy jokes. I assume they can't drink on. I assume they can't do most of the stuff. Like I have those advantages and I get more views because I can do all of these things and I'm not handicapped. I'm not handcuffed by certain rules that they have. So there is reasons for it. I also watch Disney quarterly results next week. Oh, I just went over that before. Yeah. With all this talk of easier digital collecting crypto regulations, the U.S. hopefully they double down. I hope they do too. Anyway, let's get back to the news here. O'Malley says chili pepper plus new update tomorrow. This clip equals guys. I think comic burning, and of course, obviously, we know it was. Trump signs executive order sending as many federal educational funds as possible towards school choice. Treat. Just Snapchat from this girl is like, I thought it said 200 calories, not 200 milligrams. Yo, bro, she cooked, fam. Trump wins $25 million settlement from Meta over account suspension. Trump signed settlement agreement requiring Meta to pay $25 million over his 2021 account suspension. $22 million will go towards Trump Presidential Library, with the rest covering legal fees and other plaintiffs. Meta admits no wrongdoing in the settlement, which Trump signed in the Oval Office today. They seem to have a good relationship. I don't know if I really trust Mark Zuckerberg, but we'll see what happens. A guy named Master Roni says my VeVe space is here. So grateful and excited for old Rhubarb to give me his opportunity. Putting a lot of time and passion in the space, and a huge Thor fan. This was a dream come true. Let me know what you guys think. And Ben Rose says, looks absolutely incredible. Amazing work. There's a point where DEVVE was looking to directly launch the DEVVE token. That never happened. Instead, DEVVE licensed token management to the Forever Association. The first DEVVE linked with DEVVE was never used. They won't take it down for some reason. There's no coin behind that listing, though. So if you're ever looking for DEVVE or DEVVE, it is DEVVE, but you can only buy DEVVE, so it's fine. There's just a point for that. Speaking of DEVVE, it's back down to $1.17. If it goes down back to $1.10, I'll get more somehow. Orange Bag community is key, but format is also important too. Keeping up with current trends in media is paramount. TikTok and Twitch still need to be. Preach. You are preaching to the choir. when they had that trend on TikTok, when you call my name, it's like a little of that little puppet that goes on telling all these stories. VeVe should have done something with that. They should have. They should have done multiple stories like that, and they didn't. They do miss a lot of these key stuff. They should have dropped the peanut squirrel thing. They should have like get in on stuff that, and they haven't. Maybe one day soon. Wallace King's Mandela effect is real, 100%. Yeah, Mandela effect is do be crazy though. Do be crazy. So details again. What does the VeVe fam think about Corey saying the collectibles look good in the gaming engine? And Brock says, well, the app is in Unity, a gaming engine. Omili T says, surprised you didn't like the answer to this, Tails. Tales from Future says, because VeVeverse is also Unity and VeVeverse was mentioned, not sure why you wouldn't just say the app unless tomorrow it becomes an actual game engine after the update. Moose says, I feel like this is one of them self-inflicted wounds we about to get tomorrow. Tails says, I guess the easiest way to find out is go. Hey, old rhubarb, what did you mean by the year of the smoke snake medallion? Looks great in the game engine. Also in the same sentence as AR and the VeVeverse. There's hypo, something for us worth speculating on. Many thanks in advance. Kind regards, a community that will speculate on anything and everything. Tails says, yep, hence going to go to the source instead of Speculation Nation. Brock Blockchain says 1000%, just saying, in my honest opinion, nothing to speculate on. It's likely just looks great in the VeVeverse, which is true, but it's always been a gaming engine since day one. Tails says I'm 1000% with you, and more than likely a poorish choice of words, just trying to squash it before people run with it and hurt themselves. So that's just that right there. Tesla reveals none of their 1.2 billion in Bitcoin was sold in Q4 2024. That is great. Oh, hold on. Oh, very good, very good. VeVe LA's Strong Heart Series 1 will be available until Monday, February 10th at 11:59 p.m. I'm going to guess that's Pacific Standard Time, because they always do that. These exclusive pieces symbolize unity and strength in the face of environmental challenges. All proceeds will be donated to Red Cross to aid wildfire relief, and they are only available for another week or so. Trump to hold talks with Canada and Mexico tomorrow to discuss tariffs. Very good, very good. Falling in love on my bays, Twilight Princess. Robert Sato says, Dr. Fuse, you've been on a run lately buying all these collectibles. Dr. Fuse is trying to stack while I can and working my way to Bezos Man. I guess his goal is to have 60,000 collectibles as well. And Dr. Fuse is probably one of the smartest people I've ever met. And I've known incredibly intelligent people. So I'm going to do what he does. Referring to it being, oh, nope. Mark Quinn says, we're in the end game now. Shout out to him for being level 99. Just incredible. Yeah. So this is something that I hate it when Gen X watches reels on Instagram. Like, bro, you're watching like 2-week-old content that was on TikTok like 10 days ago. Just watch TikTok because you're watching stuff from TikTok anyway. I feel if anyone remembers, well, I'll say this first. Gen X hated when boomers used to listen to old records on record players because CDs were better. They were. Just like how us millennials hate Gen X for watching reels instead of TikTok. Does anyone remember that episode of Everybody Loves Raymond? And Ray's father, Frank, wants to go in and listen to his old records. And he does so, and if anyone's ever listened to like those vinyls, it has those like sounds that aren't supposed to be in it, but it's the sounds of the record player and the sounds of whatever, and it just wasn't as good a quality. And when you have the CDs, which are touched up and remixed, and they're beautiful, but the father doesn't like it. He's like, no, I don't like it. Get that crap away from me. And then he goes in and when he listens to the old stuff on the vinyl, he's like, that's the way it was when he was younger. It's not remastered. It's just old. It's just unfiltered. And in that same way, I get so Anyone remember that episode of Gilmore Girls where Dean tells, spoilers, where Dean tells Rory that he loves her? When they're in the car that he's building for her, and she says, this is one of those moments that are so perfect and so happy that I'm almost sad because when will I ever be this happy? Like, this is such a perfect moment. And she gets like sad because she knows these moments come very few and far between in life. There's an episode of Kyle XY. I know I'm going on all of these rants here, but there's an episode of Kyle XY. It's the pilot episode, first episode. He's on like a computer or doing whatever, and then for the first time, it's a fish out of water story, so bear with me here. He hears his next door neighbor playing Pachel Bell's Canon in D, and he says it's the most beautiful sound he ever heard. He walks in, the house was open, he walks in the house and just mesmerized. It's part mathematics, part euphoria, the most beautiful sound in the world. Meant to fill with joy all who hear it. And then her mother walks in. So like, Amanda, I'm home, whatever. And she didn't stop to smell the roses. And Kyle says, like, it then occurred to me that not everyone could hear this miracle. And his sorrow grew for them. And not that I'm comparing like TikTok to like the world's greatest music that the universe has ever seen. But I get sad for some of these older people that just, they only watch reels and they only watch like Facebook stuff or stuff on Instagrams. Like, be up to date. You will be happier on TikTok. I swear. Like, I'm trying to, like, I feel like Gandalf, where he's like, I'm not trying to rob you, I'm trying to help you. I feel like I've hammered that point home enough. Anyway, let's move on to the rest of the. Ben Rose says Grease Trap Pappy and Uncle Ben are amongst the more safe for work names I've been given this weekend. Not sure which I prefer, but Grease Trap Pappy and Uncle Ben. Is he old enough for us to call him Uncle Ben? I don't know. I guess he might not be as old as Uncle Jeremy. I feel like Ben's in his 40s. Uncle Jeremy's 50. When you get to 50, we can call you Uncle Ben. I don't know if you're Unc status yet. Maybe he is. I don't know. If you're like a teenager, I'm Unc status. Oh my God, I'm so freaking old. Here's a picture of me changing my friend's wallpaper to Pinkie Pie. And when I was in the military, that was a fun time. I remember this. This is Tech Sergeant Norman's going away party, and I changed my friend's wallpaper to Pinkie Pie because season like 3 or 5 of My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic was about to premiere, and I thought it was a fun prank. Anyway, oh, Ashley. Oh, Utah Senator proposes a pirate plan. Captain Jack Mike Lee suggests reviving a 200-year-old letters of marque to let private citizens, yes, pirates, attack drug cartels and claim part of the bounty. I'm all for it. Mr. MC1, great to see you here, OBL. Oh, we love her. We love her so much. Where am I? Mr. MC1, and VeVe should be amazing one. So I think it will too. I think it will too. I have high hopes. But there's 2 references I could have made with the high hopes, but I didn't give y'all any. I'm just trying to get through these. OBLs. Hey, Sanj. Hope you're keeping well, brother. Oh, I know. I cannot wait to get the world hopping. Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready for this, OBL. Take me with you. Mr. MC1 says affiliate marketing program would be great for people that produce A+ content that has alpha for and entertainment. Agreed, sir. And AJ Cope, great seeing you, picking up a ton of comics. Saying, hey, Sanjay. Woo-hoo. What we got here? Call me Phil saying, do you think our collectibles eventually be used as skins that can be exported into other games? I hope so. I hope so. Maybe one day. The Costco of video game skins and artifact tools. Oh, that'd be amazing. We'll see. We'll see. This timeline is so wild. We have Robert Geek going on the Facebook and saying results. Disney Pinnacle by Dapper Labs versus OMI's VeVe Digital Collectibles. Here are the results from 2 different platforms, 2 different drop mechanics, 2 different price points, and both drops representing Year of the Snake. VeVe Digital Collectibles, cost was $6. And again, they at the time they sold about $5,200 worth. Now it's up to about $7,100. By the time $5,300, give or take. Disney Pinnacle sold out in less than 21 minutes. Now the digital that you had on Disney Pinnacle was digital Mickey and Friends pins, which are a lot more coveted, better IP than stamps. But I digress. Mickey Year of the Snake, 296 mints. Minnie Year of the Snake, Pluto Year of the Snake were all 296 mints. The store closed 5 days after open. Pins not sold got burned, and they grossed $44,000. Now, granted, these are Mickey, Minnie, and Pluto Year of the Snake pins, so a bit more desirable than stamps, but fair point. They kept these very, very low, but the cost is $50. It's kind of a lot. Anyway, what is? Yeah, 44. That's insane. He goes on and he says VeVe needs to make changes to the drop mechanics. It's unacceptable. Drop after drop. VeVe is purposely over minting up. No, they're not doing that purposely. He's wrong there. Says this does not work for the long-term customer satisfaction. Suppose it's not fun, VeVe, but it is to demonstrate how other companies do successful drops. Oscar Richard Frontera says, my opinion, stamps featuring snakes are less collectible than Disney character pins. The pins look so much better than the stamps, so there's really no comparison. Fair point. I was so jacked at 19 years old. I wasn't really jacked. I was just in shape. I was just trim and fit. Ooh. Well, there it was many years later in 2017, but that was anyway. Dude, Definity is going to be such a freaking monster. Nobody knows where it's going. This time's one. Dr. Fuse, an absolute legend. Next year or sooner, Dr. Fuse overtakes Bizarre. He might. He very well might. We shall see. I'm rooting for him. Am I Gold's mom in Pokemon Gold or Silver or Crystal? Because keep it up. I'm rooting for you, baby. That's a line that she says. Anyway, vegan things. Give me those hat eyes. Those are vegan things. One thing just sent. I got that. Thank you. Far too kind. Meow. Let's move on here. Nope, not doing that. Maintenance alert. VeVe app will undergo scheduled downtime on January 30th. Is that how? Oh my God, I'm only on January 30th. All right, I have to speed this up here. Oh, not doing that. Oh, maybe I can delete that and get that out of here. Crash that. Okay, very good. Oh, damn. Somebody got the Captain Hook, Peter Pan, Wendy, and Smee number 41s. Oh my God, they put the 41 Smee set complete. Jesus, that's incredible. Oh, damn, 500 sets. Mr. MC1 celebrating 500 premium digital collectible sets on VeVe. Thank you, David Yu, Dan Crothers, Ben Rose, and all at VeVe, Ecomi, and Stacker World. Just wow. The world's leading brands: Disney, Marvel, DC Official, Lamborghini, Maserati, Aston Martin, Blackpink, Coca-Cola, 007, Jurassic World, Star Wars, Robocop, Tokidoki. And then art: Ron English, Jermaine Rogers, Frank Kozak, Mumba, Jason Naylor, Brock McBreadcat, Simon Legno, Simone Legno, London Police Art, The Epico, The Real Stan Lee, Cartoon Studios, and Nounworks, aka Uptempo, Nick Walker, Elmon X Official, Nathan Sawaya, Gaming IP, Assassin's Creed, Stamps. Assassin's Creed is fine. Stamps, USPS, NZ Post, Stanley Gibbons, Sports, Joe Boxer Parker, Music, Ron English, Blackpink, Comics Addiction HQ, 247 Comics HQ, Dynamite Comics, Blaze Comics, Subaraya Global, obviously Marvel. 501 sets. Absolutely incredible. Lex Friedman saying Elon Musk is not a Nazi. Y'all lost your minds. Yes, agreed. Two possibilities, not going over that. Breaking. ECB President Lagarde confident that Bitcoin won't enter reserves of any member of General Council for Europe. That is stupid. El Salvador passes a bill to revise Bitcoin adoption strategy per International Monetary Fund deal. Kraken brings back crypto staking for U.S. customers. And Czech central bank approves proposal to assess investing reserves in Bitcoin. Now 2 hours into this. And I went over like half the news I wanted to go over. Robert Geek says, does it seem strange that VeVe is advertising a bonus 100 MCP reward for completing the Galactus set when it costs you 26,500 MCP points to buy the set from the store? Yeah, a little weird, but yeah, no, whatever, YOLO. Love this man. Shout out to Perry-Ann Boring of the Digital Chamber of Commerce. Saying we're thrilled to announce that Jason Less, as a DC Blockchain Summit 2025 featured speaker, he's the CEO of Riot Platforms, leading one of the world's largest publicly traded Bitcoin mining operations. Join us as we shape blockchain for a better tomorrow. Excuse me. And Duffer Brothers say that the final season of Stranger Things is like 8 blockbuster movies. They had captured over 650 hours of footage, so needless to say, this is our biggest and most ambitious season yet. Cannot wait for it. Sam Bankman-Fried's parents explore seeking a pardon from President Trump for their son. I don't know about that. President Trump officially announces 25% tariffs on Canada and Mexico, and President Trump says he is in the process of implementing new tariffs on China. TCG, Pokemon TCG Pocket has a new two new packs that you can rip out of, Palkia and Dialga. I got Lucario. Look at Oddish being #1. That's so cute. Yep. It's the Space-Time Smackdown, and then Palkia and Dialga. Oh, I got the trade token. An item needed to trade high rarity cards, obtainable by selecting trade tokens and obtain items. Very nice. Love that. Slider 233. Oh, I should actually go over that. I do. So Mr. Ben Rose says, this is a thought-provoking take on how VeVe Comics is revolutionizing the comic world. I mentioned that to David the other day too, and I'll go over that later. So Slider NFT Art says, the comic book industry has traditionally segmented its history into distinct ages based on significant shifts in storytelling, art styles, or market dynamics. From the Golden Age, marked by the debut of Superman and the rise of superheroes, to the Silver Age, characterized by a resurgence of superhero comics with new creative directions, each era has been defined by a transformative event or trend. In 2024, VeVe Comics and Candy Digital introduced a groundbreaking change that justifies naming this period the Digital Age. VeVe Comics, with its platform allowing for the immediate digital release of new comic issues on the same day they hit physical stores, has fundamentally altered the comic book experience. The shift is monumental for several reasons. Firstly, it democratizes success. Hold on, wait a minute. Oh yeah, democratizes access to comics, eliminating geographical barriers that once prevented fans outside of North America from enjoying new releases simultaneously with their US counterparts. This simultaneous release model not only promotes a global community of comic enthusiasts, but also ensures that everyone can participate in the cultural conversation around new issues without delay. Secondly, VeVe integrates digital collectibles with traditional comic reading, offering fans not just stories, but also an ownership stake in the digital art through the blockchain. This fusion of technology with storytelling echoes the transformative impact of past ages, where innovations like the comic code or the introduction of new characters redefined what comics could be. Now, digital scarcity, blockchain technology, and augmented reality experiences are reshaping fan engagement, making comic collecting an interactive and potentially lucrative venture. Digital Age, as defined by VeVe's initiative, signals a new era where the comic book industry is not just catching up with digital trends, but leading them. Where was I? Yes. This age is about embracing technology to enhance storytelling, accessibility, and community, much like how previous ages were defined by their unique contributions to the comic book narrative. Thought that was pretty cool. And again, Ben Rose had tweeted, thought-provoking take on how VeVe Comics is revolutionizing the comic world. When did I tell David to watch that? Hold on. I said spoke from 33 minutes to 45-minute mark about how VeVe Comics will reap the benefits of Diamond Comic Publisher collapse. I put respond. Should have been reap. That was. Can I go to this video? Ecomi burns billions of OMI. VeVe capitalizing on comic book industry. Yep, that was what, like, again, from like the 33-minute mark when I'm talking about David and all that. That's I gotta like rewatch that again. And maybe put it on X. Anyway, let's go and get some more comments here. They have about 1,000 daily users, yeah, but again, a lot of those millions that was bots mostly. Cornfield is saying using fiat currency in the United States is illegal. Again, using fiat currency in the United States is illegal against the law of the Constitution. What? So they get rid of that in the Federal Reserve. They're all criminal. Taxation is theft and unconstitutional. Listen, we're not going to win the taxation is theft thing. Might as well just make it so that taxation is just lower. Happened to Bezos, man. I mean, he's around. He's okay. He just hasn't been as active. Blockchain voting is definitely number one priority. Preach. Viewers Q1 still. We're hoping, but we don't know. We don't know yet. Teen of those OMI at 2774. Ooh, let's take a look. I feel like that was a little while ago. Let's see. $18 for DEVVE. Yeah, we're at 2822 now. Everything always going down. JKRB. Wes, you continuously have like the worst takes I've ever seen. Thank you for being a member though. It says same Pokemon till the Forex users. Maybe. Yeah, we don't trust Zuck either. We don't trust him. Oh my god, Turtle God, he's back. Let's go, Randy. Pito set for California wildfire fundraising. My man. Love you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Again, there's a ton more news here, so let's keep it up. Yeah, Tesla's wild. So you have this guy named Grant Belden saying, if Tesla doesn't close red tomorrow, I'm giving up following the stock. Feeling like I'm arguing over the value of a rare Pokemon card with a classroom of second graders saying they pay $1 million. Sawyer Merritt says, update, Tesla stock closed in the green today. And Dirty Tesla says, this should be a normal reaction. Like, damn, I thought this company was a fraud and overvalued, but I was wrong. I'll move on to another play. But these Tesla Q people obsess over the company more than the fans. Very weird behavior. We have the same exact thing in VeVe and OMI. Yeah. Let's move on here. Withdraw request submitted. Okay. Michael Hobbs over on the Facebook says, been coveting this grail for many years, but couldn't afford him. Now he's mine. Shout out to him for going on and getting Superman. That is heckin' awesome. Oh my god, my body. Where are we at here? I'm still on Thursday. Jesus. Okay. President Trump threatens 100% tariffs on BRICS nations if they try to replace the US dollar. That is insane. Look at how cute Foster is. Look at this adorable baby trying to figure out what he wants to eat. Oh, my friends. My babe. Tom Anderson talked about that article I read before, saying, I think this is the most important announcement we've made as a company to date. This is significant. People like Will, who have invested tens of billions of dollars into tech, don't dedicate their personal time in this way unless it's a significant opportunity. Here we have someone who has raised over $700 million over the past few years for another exchange project, and I feel honored to be working with him. And he did join DEVVE 4 years ago, but this is different. He has been an advisor for years and has always liked what we're doing, but he has now taken an active role and will be the chairman of the company. Again, this is significant. Agreed, sir. And we got a little bit of a Definity buy here. Somebody buying another $426 here. Ranger, do my own. Yep. Stewart, found specialist, China. All right. So Will Stewart is a specialist in Silicon Valley, Japan, China, Southeast Asian markets, 30 plus years international business development and venture capital experience in the Silicon Valley, in the US, Japan, and China, high-tech markets with an investment focus on energy transition, digital consumer enterprise platforms, cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, and technological sustainability. This is very interesting. I'd say so myself. Okay, so prayers to the people that were on the chopper and the airliner that crashed into each other. Prayers to the medical private aircraft that went down and the people's homes that went on fire. Prayers to all of them. Hoping that they have hoping that somehow these families and people can find peace in one way or another. Jaco says Dr. Fuse is a great guy. Yeah, we like him around here. We love Dr. Fuse. Congrats and thanks to you, Charlie NFT, for winning the LA Strong 1 of 1. Oh, damn, he spent $9,000 on it. My bid was like $1,800, so I'm super glad that got outvoted. That's awesome. Laura Belan saying, tell us how to search on TikTok, because I think that's the problem. Okay, so searching on I can show you right now. Let me X out of this here. And all right, so I just opened up TikTok to like a Barstool Sports thing. But on the top right, there's a little search bar, and you search, and then when you search, you have some recent things that I've searched, which is a Shawnee slot machine, ice cream truck at night meeting, and then ice cream truck. But anyway, you go hit the search bar again, and then let's search VeVe. And I search VeVe, and I see some people here, and then I see some VeVe videos, and this one is from Kid Arcade saying top 3 mistakes on VeVe. This was in 2022, so this is definitely outdated. And then you even have this VeVe from Digital Collectibles. But again, let's say like, hey, I get enough VeVe on YouTube and X. I want to search. But again, that's how you search. But mostly what happens is like, you just go on, and again, I just opened a Barstool Sports. You just scroll, and then there's Speed just got. Oh, so I'm on WWE Talk, where I like WWE stuff. And then there's this guy that I follow that plays Pokemon Stadium a lot, so I like him too. So you just keep scrolling. When you first get on TikTok, you'll just scroll, right? And when you scroll, you'll get a myriad of stuff. You'll get people doing random stuff. There's no anything that you want. Like, you know how there's like something called Rule 34, like if it exists, there's a porn of it. On TikTok, like everything exists. There's cartoons, there's reactions to cartoons, there's funny, there's magic, there's clips of TV shows and movies, and you can watch movies on there. There's lives of people doing crazy stuff. There's funny stories, there's trends, and you know, if you like certain things or watch certain things, like I was on Swift Talk, which is Taylor Swift videos on TikTok, and I was on NFL Talk, which is just watching NFL clips. And as I would scroll, like a year ago or 2 years ago, suddenly Swift Talk and NFL Talk merged, and it was wild. It was crazy. Now, one of the things that's trending, no, don't allow. Or this is kind of an old trend, but I'll show you. Or maybe it's got to be is like these things. So this puppet, and it's on. You have to like read. You have to like scroll and scroll like all the slides, and some of them are like 30 freaking slides. That it's generally 30-something-year-old women talking about the absolute unhinged stuff that they did when they were like 15, and it is bananas. This one girl, she's not that old. She's like in her 20s. Like in 2024, she was hired at McDonald's while in college, and it again just unhinged stories. So that is. Anyway, those are my favorite stuff, but you can go on and like, I was showing my friend the other day the glitter conspiracy, and how there's a shortage of glitter and all that, and it's and there's like South Park stuff. There's like I'll just show you the stuff that I liked or reshared. There's Pokemon stuff, but again, it's anything that you could want is on TikTok. The problem is not age. I don't want to say that it's like an issue. It's just that a lot of older people, they just don't have TikTok, and but they have Facebook and they have Instagram, and they kind of get, oh, these reels I get. And again, the content is the same, but they're watching like older content, and the content on TikTok is generally newer. It's generally better as well. It's just a better format, in my opinion. But again, that's my millennial opinion. Gen Z might say something different. 50 years are not called Uncle anything. That has 65. That I legit just had a teen call me Unc like today. I get called Unc a fair amount, and I'm 34. Now, granted, I look a little older because I was in the military, and you just age horribly when you're in the military. I also got the scraggly beard. I got to clean myself up a bit. But yeah, Uncle Jeremy was called Uncle Jeremy when he was in his 40s. One of Ben's favorite names is Uncle Ben. I don't think we've ever called you Mr. Uncle MC1, Uncle Mr. Munkle MC1. I don't know, but we'll see. Anyway, let us do some more stuff. Elon Musk is insane, but okay. So when I was going over the old FAA leader was a DEI hire who could not answer a single question about aviation. The new one is obviously going to be a little bit better, but again, the DEI hires are, whoever is best for the job, that's who you should pick. If I'm going out for something, and who's a white dude on here, and Turtle Golf, who's a white dude, if we're going out for the same job, let's say it's at VeVe, I genuinely want, and it doesn't matter where it's at, but as a consumer, if let's say I'm Dashy right now, and I'm going out for a job at VeVe, and Turtle's going out for a job at VeVe, it doesn't matter where. The consumers want who's best for the company. And let's say if me and Turtle Golf score the same, let's say if Turtle Golf beats me at a score of 100, he gets a 97 and I get a 96. Oh, but Chavez, you're a minority. You get +2 points because you're Peruvian, Spanish. And then I get the job. That's not fair. Like they shouldn't hire me because of my skin color or where I come from. They should hire me because I'm qualified for the job. And the fact that a bunch of people get hired when they're not as qualified as others is bull dinky. And you should want who is more qualified for the job. If me and Turtle Golf go out for the same job, especially if it's at VeVe, I want who will genuinely do the best job. And if that's Turtle Golf, then that's Turtle Golf. And if I want to get that job, then I just have to be better. If I want to go and make more money, I just have to be better. And anyway. Oh, can you or someone know, give the uninformed translation for vocabulary? Yeah. So you can search the TikTok like words, like if you don't understand, like let's say like gas is pretty old, but the millennial word for something cool was like, yo, that is straight fire. So fire is like a millennial word. But then like Gen Z, if you're like early 20s, they might use gas. Gas has been around for like 5 years. So Gen Z invents a lot of words. I think they invented simp. They invented Bob. So a lot of these things you can find on TikTok. If they're not on TikTok, try Urban Dictionary. Urban Dictionary is really good. So all of these things that you don't know what it is, you can type in Urban Dictionary on Google. And then when you're on Urban Dictionary, you can type in that. Or again, you can just search on TikTok what the word is. Snake pins. Yeah, I guess Disney Pinnacle had these snake pins. And they were, oh, all right, my man. That was quick, my man. Nice. Let's see something here. I wanna try something. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. Copy, paste. If you want to come on. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, where was I? All right. We got to get to more. Oh, so the snake pins, they are, or the snake stamps. I guess if I was talking about the Disney Pinnacle pins, yeah, they're like these little digital pins. Drops are like if you have a. I'll show you. Hang on 1 sec. I just accidentally clicked the wrong thing. So if you go to like the VeVe store, it's like the latest drop. Like when Eminem drops a new album, it's like, yo, the new Eminem album just dropped. Like it dropped for us to pick it up and listen to. So these are like the most recent drops on VeVe. And when they drop it, then we can go and pick it up. And what is this? Yeah, I know. Oh, God, people are so impatient these days. Oh, OMI down to 2752. Definity 3123. Okay. All right. Sorry, I just getting a couple messages here. All right. Jack means trimming and shave. Thank you. Yeah. I mean, that's like, yeah. I mean, jacked in New York is more like massive, like got a lot of muscles. I would say ripped is more like lean, and you see all of the little like stable. You see everything. Jacked is just like more muscular. Ripped is like more lean. So I'd say that. Anywho, let's get back to the. I accidentally deleted. Okay, where was I here? Okay, all right, I'm not too far off. Research. So I guess there were 4 years of incompetent leadership at the FAA. Decisions they made may have just contributed to the worst aviation disaster in over a decade. FAA launches recruitment campaign for workers with severe intellectual disabilities, psychiatric problems, and physical issues. It woke the. So be advised, the Daily Mail here is being very facetious. Yes, there are people that have intellectual disabilities and psychiatric problems and physical issues that were hired in the FAA. However, the FAA has like 50,000 people that they employ, where like 12,000 of which are only, those are the ones that are have anything to do with aviation. Most of the rest of those people that are working for them that have these disabilities and problems and physical issues, they're like doing admin stuff. They're answering emails or data analysts. Like the people that they hired in the DEI stuff, I'm going to say that most of them have just been hired for the administrative stuff, and they have nothing to do with those flights. Could some of them have? Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, but I bet Ben Rose has Uncle Ben's. He really likes that one. He really likes Uncle Ben's. Somebody sent me a thing the other, dude, you have people buying this Pokemon card ungraded for like $2,200, $2,400. These people are crazy. There's something wrong with them. Yeah, it's stupid. If you want a Pokemon Prismatic Evolutions Umbreon, do not pay $2,000. Wait a couple months. It'll be a lot less soon. I promise. And that was a couple days ago. Let's see what it is now. Evolutions Umbreon EX. Let's see what they're at now. Okay, this one is on auction for $13.75, and it's got four hours left. Maybe at some point that happens to go in, and it's going to be, yeah. These are people getting these are for $2,400 is ridiculous. Oh wow, Mr. MC1 has 1,020 Marvel comics. That is insane. Mr. MC1 has 1,020 Marvel comics. That is nuts. OMI's going down with the rest of the market, plain and simple. Assassin's Creed, heard good things about it. Science fiction fan. Oh, very, yeah. So there's multiple Assassin's Creed games. They're pretty cinematic. They're pretty fun. I'm more of a Nintendo guy. I got my Nintendo stuff here. But Assassin's Creed is a great game. Because who's buying Bitcoin and holding for decades or forever? Thinking about it. Remember the pharaohs tried taking their wealth with them, but got grave robbed thousands of years later. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how many of these people take it with them. Blues Randy, read my comments to say my name as IR Blues. Could you pronounce like this? Air? Oh, it's just Air? Okay, yeah. No problem there. Ayr is a town in Scotland. Scotland! I've got away with a blatant foul! Sorry, there's this game called International Superstar Soccer 64 on the N64 like 28 years ago, and I love that game. Anyway, Ayr, no problem there. Remember Amazon only sold books in the beginning and was boring? Now sells everything, including streaming, media, and has a delivery company of its own. Massive patience. Preach. massive patience. Now let's go back to some of the rest of this stuff. Elon Musk says there will be no inflation in 2026 if the Department of Government Efficiency cuts $4 billion per day in U.S. spending. That's a lot, but maybe we can do it. Maybe we can do it. Oh, Sarah, my friend. Oh, my once lover. Oof. Oof. Anyway, is it an absolute panic yet for altcoin people? It's pretty close to that. With people are pretty close to it. People are definitely panicking. There be hella blood in the streets. There are some that are definitely panicking. Some are happy that they can stack for lower prices. Some of the people that are panicking are fear-mongering, claiming that the bull market is already over. Heckin' wild out there. Stay safe out there, peeps. Stay safe. Oh, here was a little cat that I had back in the day. Her name was Kelly, and I loved her. Dude, so this was like from like 8 years ago. I had a playlist on while I was working out. Taylor Swift, Look What We Made Me Do. Hilary Duff, Here's What Dreams Are Made Of. Every Time We Touch by Cascada. Hilary Duff, Wake Up. Avril Lavigne, My Happy Ending, and Avril Lavigne, Girlfriend. Great times. MoMe officially has 10% of the supply of the stormtroopers. Has 1,510 of them. That is insane. This one's great. Anyway, I goes, well, pharaohs have Bitcoin. They just need to remember this. It's amazing. Plenty mom. Who's this? Ben Rose is letting loose in Auckland City with Dizzy Rascal. I don't know who Dizzy Rascal is, but a lot of people do. 345,000 followers over on X. Thought that was pretty cool. Arizona becomes the first state to make a Bitcoin reserve. Shout out to them. Arkansas Senate committee rejects bill that would have restricted Bitcoin mining near military facilities. Bill citing national security risks aim to revoke permits for mining operations within 30 miles of 5 military sites. MicroStrategy announces pricing of Strike preferred stock offering, aka Stark. Oh, Ashley. Oh, friends. I miss my bays. At 50.2% proportion of wealth held by new Bitcoin investors, 24 hours to 3 months, is still well below the levels seen during previous all-time high cycle tops. 2018, the peak was 85%, and in 2021, it was 74%. So yeah, proportion of wealth held by new Bitcoin investors is still pretty low. It has a ways to go. Tether hits 13 billion in profits for 2024 and all-time highs in US as per Treasury holdings. Kraken is delisting USDT and other stablecoins in EEA, the European Economic Area, by 31 March due to MICA. Oh, I never messaged Kwaning. I have to message Kwaning. Oh God, I'm so sorry. Hold on. Hello, Kwaning. Let's go here. Meow. When's a good time to get you on the podcast? Okay. Yep, we had that major burn announcement from Marvel Comics on VeVe. Exciting news, VeVe collectors. We're making a major update to the way backlist digital comics are sold on VeVe's collectible store. A limited sale period on all backlisted Marvel digital comics is now in effect. And I'm short on cash, but now I'm hoping in a couple weeks I'm good. So glad some things way above these levels. Damn. Yeah, Flow's way down from where he sold it. AIOZ's way down from where he sold it. Great sells. We may be here for a couple days. There is a shoot. So for Bitcoin for February, the last 14 years, or the last 14 Februaries, Bitcoin closed positive 11 out of the 14 Februaries. And the average gain for Bitcoin was 20%. All odd years have closed positive. And the average date for the low of the month on the positive months within the first week, usually day 6. Now we're only on day 2. However, 4 were on the first and 1 was on the second. So let me do this. Do this. $11 of 14 Februaries closed positive. There we go. Let's save myself 50 or 60 days. Save yourself a lot of money. Okay. Starting from March 1st, 2025, all remaining supply of Marvel backlist digital comic drops sold through the VeVe Collectible store will be burned. That's insane. Also, starting from 1 March 2025, all Marvel backlist digital comic drops will only be available for purchase for 30 days after they are released. Get your favorite Marvel backlist digital comics before they are gone. Incredible. I feel like Professor Oak when he grades your amazing photos in Pokemon style. Like, wonderful. Boomers don't need TikTok brain. I mean, I was talking really about Gen X, not necessarily boomers, but just because you watch TikTok doesn't mean you have TikTok brain. Like, you have brain rot anywhere, but you can watch for 20 minutes a day and be fine. Vampire says, can't get over how I've been watching Transportation Secretary John Duffy and his wife Rachel, Fox News host, since they were on the Real World show on MTV back in the day. Incredible. Mono 55 says, do you still buy Pokemon cards? No. I will, however, buy a bunch of them I will buy a bunch of them when crypto goes up. We'll cover the content and form insights on Rashid Chavez on Monday. Very good, very good. Thomas Crypto says, buy what you love, but invest with strategy. Collectibles should bring you joy first and profit second. This way, if the market shifts, you still have something you appreciate. Preach, Thomas and Crypto, per reach. Still on Friday. Let's stay in White House. 25% tariffs on Canada, Mexico, and 10% China will go in effect tomorrow. That is today. It's amazing. Charlie Fisher says, Golden Moments sub 100 collection. He has 35 Golden Moments that are sub 100. Jesus. Shout out to Mr. Champ for inspiring me to collect sub 100s and selling me this Winnie, making it my 100th sub 100 Disney and 35th Golden Moment. Bananas. Agree in Bitcoin, but I think less confident now in altcoins. Bitcoin down percent, alt average 65% when you have top 100, all down 50%. I think some confidence rebuilding, ain't coming back instantly, in my opinion. Might take a while. Depends on when certain narratives hit. Coinville is saying, where's pro crypto presidency? And people think the bull market is over. Dude, it's insane. It's insane. I'd say before your bull market cycle will be much different from this point on. Probably will. OMI's down a lot from the all-time high. This is why it's not a horrible idea to dollar cost average, because if you dollar cost average, you're not down 98%. You might be down 80%. But again, to each their own. Hero post the other day. Today, DC Cards by Hero concludes its incredible adventure. We can't sign off without thanking all of you for being the stars of the story. Your passion made it unforgettable, and the experiences we've shared will stay with us forever. A little bit of a sad day, but anyway, shout out to Hero for letting me be a part of their community and let me do an announcement teardown at San Diego Comic-Con 2022. Shout out to them. Oh, Mark Zuckerberg's Meta in talks to reincorporate in Texas. I think VeVe should reincorporate in the US, just my opinion. Calling all chunky cats. Scientists need your fat feline. Ohio State University is recruiting obese but healthy cats for a new veterinary study on feline weight loss. The Feline Slim study, funded by the Morris Animal Foundation, will test poop pills. Yes, really. Along with diet changes, see how cats can shed the pounds. Some cats, like Eugene, are already making progress. 2024, new year, new me. 2025. Look at that fat baby. That fat chunk. Love those chunks. So there's a Google AdWord from Ecomi from Kraken, which is wild because OMI is not available on Kraken, but it's there. Clever Jerk has the number 77, 88, 123, and 456 C3PO secret rare. Clever Jerk says, "Excuse me, sir, but the R2 unit is in prime condition, a real bargain." I love that man so much. Trump's crypto wallet owns 287 million of ETH, 67 million of Bitcoin, 36 million of USDC, 10 million of Tron, and 6.5 million Chainlink. Grayscale files for Dogecoin ETF with the New York Stock Exchange. That is bananas. Bananas. Other stuff. Chinese TikTok Red Note has allowed me to preach the good word of American culture. I'm a diplomat. Why do they drink beer in this way? Does it have any special meaning? Ben Galorian says it makes us stronger. Richard Thomas over on the VeVe Facebook saying, "Why does this craft have a max limit? I hit three ultra rares in the drop, but can only craft one. Both the ultra and the medallion are 880 editions. Read the blog, no difference." Yeah, that's something interesting. Why are you only allowed to craft one if you have three from the market? A little strange. That is, oh, Stacy. Oh, my friends. Sorry, I get. Anyway, it's amazing. Do I have any other articles that I need to read? I don't think I do. Oh, no, I do. I do. Maybe I should save it for tomorrow because major update to Marvel Comics on VeVe. They have the burning stuff, which is incredible. But I've been live for almost 3 hours, so I'll probably save that for tomorrow. I'll be holding you tight, and there's nowhere in. Bought the dip. Then there's the actual dip, the dip of the dip, and then the dip of the dippity dip dip. That's pretty much what it is. People get crazy right now. And again, like people, oh damn, Bitcoin's 93,000. Oh my lord. Oh my lord, that is a swift XRP down 23%. Okay, so there was a buddy of mine showed me a message from his friend that bought it like $3, like almost at the top, like Bitcoin, XRP is gonna go to $10,000, and now they're down. Oh my god, dude, there is absolute there's not blood in the streets. There is nukes. There is this is Jesus, man. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, OMI's down to 11.8%, 0.0027. DEVVE's got to be down more, right? No, it's still at $1.17. That is holding strong. Again, it wicked down to $1.10 before. It's probably gotta wick down again, right? Like it's gotta, right? That is wild. Damn, I cannot believe that Bitcoin went down to 93,000. Fudge. When does it pick up again? I don't know. But again, as I had just said, 11 of 14 Februaries closed positive. The average gain is 20%. All odd years have been positive. The average date for the low of the month on the positives is usually within the first week, around day 6. However, 4 were on the first and 1 was on the second. We are currently on the second. And yeah, that is a wicked. Before I was like, yeah, it was like 98,000, 97, whatever, and now it's 93.7. That is wild. Let's go with Flow here. Let's see what they're at. Damn, Flow's down 21% to 47 cents. I'm pretty sure that's not an all-time low, but that is a very big low. We were at 48 cents on November 4th. went back up to $1.20 something. And then, yeah, dude, that is wild. Let's take a look at Senate. I want to see. Senate is down 21-ish% to 2.1 cents. Take a look at the bump. Bump is actually only down 10%. What else we have? Let's take a look at Illuvium. I guarantee you that's getting wrecked. Dude, Illuvium's down to 21 doll hairs. That is nuts. Hold on, let me get I was in India and I have kids. If you're busy, you don't need to come over. We can just chat on the phone and Coinbase and make payment to me. That's fine. Okay. Damn, Illuvium got wrecked. Let's see what else we got. Definity's actually up to, like, that's wild. Definity's up 2.5% today. That's insane. When Bitcoin goes up and OMI goes down, OMI's actually been tracking with Bitcoin for like the last month or so, last couple of months. Still holding though. Just I feel ya. But yeah, this is one last shakeout maybe. I mean, the volume's insane. Volume's going nuts. Now it's down to 93.4 for Bitcoin. ETH is down to 26.8. Yo, what if ETH goes down to like 1,800 again? What happens then? What happens then? But damn, XRP down 23%. Fudge. The only thing in the top 10 that's not down double digits is Bitcoin. That is wild. I'll say that again. The only thing in the top 10 that is not down double digits is Bitcoin. ETH, 14%. XRP, 24%. Solana, 13%. BNB, 13%. Dogecoin, 23%. Cardano, 21%. Lido staked, 14.5%. Let's take a look at some meme coins here, shall we? Or just any coins. 20%. Hedera is 25%. Shiba Inu is 21%. Polkadot is 22%. BitGet token, 25%. Uniswap, 24%. Near Protocol, 21%. Pepe is down 23%. That Pepe is down to $3.9 billion market cap. That is nuts. Aave, 22%. I can't believe Pepe is down that much. Pepe's down under a $4 billion market cap. Arbitrum, Cosmos, all these down in the 20s. Stacks, 23%. Optimum, 25%. Inject, 25%. WorldCoin, 21%. Gala's 25%. Sandbox down 24%. Oh, Solana swap coins actually up 4.8% though. What was I looking at before? Let me take a look at Brett. Damn, Brett's down. Brett was in the top. Brett was like number 80 token a while ago. Now it's number 151. It's down 28% on the day. And yeah, Flow got absolutely murdered. Still at 114 though. Was OMI up 8,000% from all-time lows? Is it? I don't think it is. Maybe. Clive is saying video. Christine Lagarde saying Bitcoin is not going to be part of any funds making it rounds and so. I mean, that doesn't really matter because that's for like Europe, and that's not it. I don't think that is it really. But let's see what Twitter has to say, dude. Twitter's probably going insane. Yeah, Watcher Guru, Bitcoin falls under 95,000. I reported that first. Let's see what we have here. Myron also says Senator McConnell, tariffs will drive up costs for Americans. In the short term, he is correct. Tariffs will drive the cost of everything up. In other words, it'll be paid for by American consumers. Why do you want to get in a fight with your allies over this? Again, either Mitch McConnell doesn't understand that in order to go in and to get more jobs, secure jobs, and to have everything for cheaper in the long run, you have to go in and you have to have some short-term pain. But I think that Mitch McConnell just doesn't like Trump. You say not an organization. IBC Group says breaking, Bitcoin falls under 94K, just minutes after falling below 95K. Bitcoin is down another 1,000. Eyes on the charts, a small fee fall, maybe a small free fall, maybe incoming. These are just people that want to. These are just people that want to go in and fearmonger. And he's right. It could go back down to 91. Could go back down to 88. We'll see. I don't. That's not going to be helpful here. Boss want to answer question from reporters, unscripted. Oh, damn. Breach. JD Vance saying ending DEI policies will fix air traffic controller shortage, modernize software. Got to have the right people at air traffic control. Air traffic control is short staffed, and I think the elimination of DEI hires and DEI policies will allow us actually to hire the air traffic controllers that we need. A better software. With President Trump's leadership, those near misses are going to come down, which means our aviation system is going to be much safer. I'm all for safety. Chicken has figured out how her feeder works. No, I don't need that. What the heck is this? Kanye, what are you doing? What is this? I can't even show this. Oh my God, it's real. Oh my God, what the fudge? All right. People be crazy. People be crazy, but you know, whatever. Anyway, y'all can go smash that like button. Free way to help support the channel. That'd be great. Anyway, let's go on here. On X and let's see what other stuff is going on and what people are saying. Dave Satoshi, who has 25,000 followers on X, saying, I've been in this space for almost a decade now, through multiple bull and bear markets, whether it's crypto, altcoins, NFTs, or meme coins. One thing never changes: human behavior. Greed and fear always remain, but so do our instincts and gut feelings. If you're worried about the price of what you're holding, you should be. It likely means you're holding on to something with no real value or foundation. If you're not worried, it means you have true conviction, because what you hold is built on strong fundamentals and a solid community. Truth is, I believe 99% of coins and NFT projects are garbage. Preach, my guy. And that's normal in a market still evolving. Two key challenges are letting go of the 99% before it's too late, and finding and holding to the 1% that matter. Those who do sleep much better at night during bear markets and temporary downturns. This man is like preaching to the choir here. Love this man. Get him on the podcast. Where was I? Oh God. Dirk Lotte says, I love red days. I don't know why, I just do. Yeah, same. Again, I now granted, I loaded up on Bitcoin, not Bitcoin, on DEVVE a little bit at, I think I caught the bottom at $1.10. It went up to, I was back down to $1.15 now. I don't know how much. Hold on, been talking about it for a few minutes. Wild times. And again, if it goes back lower, I mean, I have like no money left. Like, why do you think I wasn't here for 4 days? If it goes back lower, yeah, I can get a little bit. I can get a little bit more, but maybe I'll wait. I'll wait a little bit. And it's fallen under 93,000 now to 92.6. Again, Bitcoin's still not down double digits yet, and everything else is. But yeah, it's wild. Bitcoin is the only project that government and mainstream media push. It's intentional, and none of them are financial advisors. Think about it. Yeah, Bitcoin's not easy to. It's easier to understand Bitcoin than it is to understand these alts. That's why they push it. I feel like a lot of these people aren't really smart in mainstream media. They just don't get it. Dirk Lotte is buying more OMI, my man. Yeah, I think it's intentional as well. I feel like you have a bunch of people pushing this like super scared narrative to make it go lower, and then when companies open up tomorrow, they're just going to buy. Like, you think Michael Saylor is salivating wanting to buy more Bitcoin at these prices? OMI might follow the top 1,000 rankings. I don't think it will, but again, Wes, you do continuously tend to have a lot of the worst takes. It is number 558. Let's go through this here a little bit. Let's see what we would have to do in order to do that. we would have to be, let me go to 6. So I'm in the top 600 now. Let me see the top 700. Okay, top 800. Top 900. And let's see what we would be if we were at number 1,000. This is Everclear. They have a $25 million market cap. Let's go to 1001 Illuminati coin, Naughty. It's a $26 million market cap. So Wes, if what you're saying is true here in your wonderfully educated mind, that VeVe would have to be cut into a third because it's at 75 million. In order to do that, we would have to be at 0009-ish. I'm sorry, quad 09-ish. In order to get to that $25 million market cap, that we would need to be kicked out of the top 1,000. I think that's like, what are those memes rolling around where Trump says like, let's normalize calling your friends retarded again? That is one of the worst takes I've ever seen. We are all dumber for having to have heard it. And class dismissed. Mr. Ernst wonders why the sudden drop 30% dip in XRP the last minute. We're not sure. We're trying to go on X and take a seat. Why? Maybe because of the tariff news and things are about to get more expensive for people, and maybe that has something to do with it. DeAndre, Jenny Park, again, going on X and trying to learn about it. But there's not a ton. It's just people saying, guys, Bitcoin's going down. There doesn't really seem to be a lot of people that say why. Some Doge millionaire reposts and says, please stop, man. Bitcoin's down 90% on average. When Murad says all-time highs in February, you can't hold, you won't be rich. Damn, Kanye's wife outfits shocks at the Grammys. Yep. Imagine having all that money and not spending it on clothes. Crashes Clay, as the final step to pledge of allegiance to the cult and get in sub $1 million market cap, the true test of what we're true. What is he talking about? Is that goldfish? House. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any. Okay, believes crypto says finally somebody out here understands. Jake Geigen, give him a follow. I mean, Jake Geigen has been notoriously wrong about a lot of things, but let's see here. Yeah, in February of 2017, we had a low point and then we took off. February of 2021, we were at a low point and then oh my God, people stop messaging me. And then we took off. Now we're in February 2025. We seem to be at a low point before we take off. Let me go ahead and save that. That's pretty sweet here. Trump says tariff talk set for tomorrow. Yeah, it's really just tariff talk. There hasn't been. This person who planted the fake evidence should be ruling. Okay. Miami, you're beautiful. Astronomical adventure. Blah blah blah. Spurs, Bulls tank. People talking about basketball. I was like, bro, nobody cares. Yeah, I don't know why Biden preemptively pardoned Fauci. That's very sus. Philadelphia plane crash. Well, this was yesterday, right? Black boxes recovered. Okay, if it say 5 victims remain hospitalized, including 10-year-old boy. Oh, man. They're in critical condition after Friday's at the crash. Learjet 55, medical transport plane, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's not what we're trying to find out here. Yep. Bitcoin drops below 93 now. Let's see what we're at. Well, it might have wicked below 93. It did. It was 92.4, and now it's up to 93.3. Maybe that was the bottom. We'll see. We'll see what we have here. I have to go feed and let the dog out because I've been here for 3 hours. He's down 18%. Call me for saying tariffs will cause meta fashion to move here, making everything cheaper. Oh, tariffs. Yeah, from the government, we're here for your safety. Just picked up some XRP and AVAX. My guy, did you ever get DEVVE yet? XRP and AVAX are great. They're safe. Should grab some DEVVE. Should grab some Definity. Should grab some Flow. Should grab some Alluvium. In my opinion, Mr. Epsilon. I mean, anything is possible, but I don't know. Quad 09 is possible. What does it have to take for us to go down there? Be kicked out of the top 1,000? I don't know. We'll see. If we go down there and it's suddenly $100 for OMI, I don't know. I'll buy another 100 million maybe, give or take. We'll see. Calling Phillies Mr. MC1 XRP. We shall see. We shall see what goes on. Anyway, let's continue on this X thing for a little bit before I go on get out of here. And you know that U.S. aid using our tax dollars funded bioweapon research, including Rona, that killed millions of people. What? Oh, wow. That is wild. Prosecute all of them. General Flynn issues a warning for anyone working against the confirmation of Tulsi Gabbard, Cash Patel, or RFK Jr. Bumper going up and saying crypto bloodbath today. Bitcoin slipping, ETH tumbling, and Solana taking a nosedive. Red candles everywhere. Markets are shaking out weak hands, but volatility is the name of the game. Buckle up and hedge smart. Stay safe with Bumper. This video is not sponsored. Beer, first token. Beer coin. That sounds fun. Collins says he'll reintroduce legislation, maybe blocking a highway intentionally. Federal crime. Oh, lordy. And then that is it for the crypto stuff. Let's take a look and see what OMI's doing here at the 11%, 0027. Yeah. Anyway, that'll be it for me. Everyone, please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Is good. Buying opportunities and high conviction bets. Anticipate this week to be bloody, so make sure you have dry powder when we go lower. We shall see. Bye-bye, Dashi. Do you ever feel like a misfit? Everything inside you is dark and twisted. Oh, but